Playing from Emerald iPhone.
I took you across the world, I hope you forget everything. Yeah, yeah. Go to war for love, I'm a soldier. Don't nobody wanna die so. Not on the same planet I've been moving, bro. Aliens trying to ban me from Drew, bro. I'm a globe that hit the lights in this club. I'm a globe that hit the lights in this club. Check I'm on a nigga, went and put my hood on flex. 10 bad bitches tryna take one X. I came to have a good time, ain't worry about this six tonight. UFO and crank up, I had to take the jet tonight. Burning my sheets, money don't come if you sleep. Oh, this party free, but you can't come in if you ain't get out drugs. When I first had met you, you had told me you don't drink. Then I walked in and seen you swimming in champagne. I wanna put your ex in a box, but now I respect it. You wanna tell me that I'm great, but you protecting your pride. They say it's easier to lose when it's a lot on your mind. I can take my whole environment and put them in line. It's kinda easier to tell you that I'm one of a kind. If everyone is you, then it's hard to choose. If everyone is you, then it's hard to choose. If everyone is you, then it's hard to choose. I know whatever in your cup will make you forget the night. You know whatever in my cup, I'm taking chances with life. Bartender can't say this. Tell the ambulance to hurry. When I see you, it's an emergency. When I step, I leave pausing. Snakes all on my shoes. This is Gucci on your carpet. Pull out for that Honda and come hacking up for a ride. Check the motor, nigga. Went and put my hood on flex. 10 bad bitches tryna take one X. I came to have a good time and worry about this six tonight. UFO and crank up. I had to take the jet tonight. Burning my sheets. Money don't come if you sleep. Oh, this party free, but you can't come in if you ain't get out drugs. I'm a globe that hit the lights in this club. I'm a globe that hit the lights in this club. When I first had met you, you had told me you don't drink. Then I walked in and seen you swimming in champagne. I wanna put your ex in a box, but now I respect it. Nights like this, I need all of you. Nights like this, call you. Nights like this in the coffin. Up and down, you need to stay. It's when you're not around and you're away. I don't do 300,000, but it's okay. I'm just trying to put a smile on your face. Everything you do is fine, yeah. You know that you got it done. Nights like this, I need.
Hey, what's up, Ray?
Ain't no more relaxing. Ain't no more judging, no intuition. I was from the sky, but not pimping. I told my son I was that shit to drop a body and you wouldn't have to pay for lunch. I told my dog I'm riding, whether he right or wrong. I done got beat and record my life through a drone. I told my bitch to stay behind me, don't minimize the home. She like, how the fuck you ain't never wrote a song? Same for your fine ass, ain't never walked home. Ain't for life, then I just rather ride along. But you respect that you don't never gotta go. Yeah. I told my nigga I'ma drop this jewels on it. You gotta go through this shit with your heart. You can't snooze on it. It's bad, you better get rid of the loops on it. I know you heard that old saying about bad fruit, homie. If you can't beat them, knock it out. Knock it out. If you gon' kill them, better not be sloppy. I told my dog he wanted the head, she got a copy. I told my son if he wanted to live, might catch a body. I told my son he a cheerleader, but might gotta catch a body. His driver named Joe, but he still can't do his shopping. I just popped up like that ghost. I was driving a big body. I ain't been here tonight, but I'm feeling like a honey. I was locked inside the trap. Didn't think about it, but I got out of it. Got my cars and clothes exotic. I ain't 6'9", but 2 hoes me right now. You can call me Shotty. I've been dropping all my bitches. See that it FBI won't stop me. Got this shit on fire like a taxi, nigga. I might put the link in the chat in a second. Good morning to everybody that's in here so far. Yeah. A couple of me in my new Rolls Royce. Yes, keep me in the front of that motherfucker like a spam that emoji. Spirit that emoji. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the members, man. I told my bitch I'm stuck. Go shoot up the Trust Tree. $500,000 on my dogs and all my girls. Couple of million to my mama and my pa. Got the sniper on the roof of niggas trying to act hard. I just bought a brand new coupe and it's a black Jaguar. Matte black old train stamp, thank you, ma'am. We gon' make this porn star meeting your new cam. I came up just watching feeling great today. With my footsteps. And there's 17 people in here already. I don't go back and forth. Shout out to y'all. I'm feeling great. I know I've been down bad. Got that team fix. I just get my daddy J-Cam. I got that shit sweet. Put that little bitch up. Then I slap her like I'm from BX. Then I fold her up like you crying, yeah. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all like the video. I was born and my dogs suicide. I don't know how to make it right. My whole work is for you, keep it light. I don't care about you leaving me. One more song. One more song. Yes, sir. Spam the emoji. All the members, spam the emoji. Good morning to everybody that's in here. Good morning to everybody that's in here. And everybody can become a member, by the way. The link in the description. Everybody can become a member. I do a boom, boom, boom in a minute. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. Yes, sir. 2 times. It's the last song, y'all. It's the last song. The time is now. It's the last song that we're gonna put it. Shout out to all the members, man. If you're a member, spam the emoji. Spam the emoji. Vision is priceless. So that's in your face. Put that on my night. Only hope I ever selling dope. But my grind is time is harder than a solid vote. My mama told me never steal, never telling folks. I grew up looking at the niggas that was selling dope. I was raised by the stop. Getting sick by the clock now. By the minute I was getting sick like a hotline. Peace call. We was that kind of well respected and well protected. Don't get rejected, let it regret it, and give my message. Make sure y'all like it live. Make sure y'all like it live. Look, that's all the music for today. I don't know about y'all, bro, but I woke up feeling blessed. I woke up feeling thankful. I woke up excited, bro. Blessed, thankful, and excited. I've been battling the sickness all week. I fought through it all week. Sometimes when you're dealing with problems or quote unquote setbacks, you gotta fight it head on. I ain't run.
I ain't canceled a show. I ain't lay in bed all day. Nah, I fought it. I fought it head on. And now I'm here Thursday, smiling, excited, feeling good, about 95%, but I'm good enough to smile. I'm good enough to host. I'm good enough to be me. Most importantly, I'm good enough to be me. Q Sims, good morning, my brother. Like I woke up playing Christian music today. No funny. I woke up playing Christian music today. Running errands. But we here. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday night football day. I'm looking forward to this matchup tonight, especially. I think this is two great NFC North teams, NFC teams, period. I can't wait to watch. Obviously, well, not obviously. Yesterday was also upset Wednesday. We've seen a lot of top teams go down. Really this week. We've seen a lot of top teams go down. A lot of top teams. I think everybody got a loss now. Probably that means something besides Tennessee. Uh, but I don't think they played no real no bump yet. I think Tennessee's probably the only top 5 team or top 10 team that didn't play no real. They ain't had no real test yet. Let me put it like that. Duke. We're gonna talk about Duke being Auburn last night. That's another thing that we're circle on. And we're gonna circle on a lot of the college basketball games, and also and also the NBA games from last night. Let me address Sly real quick first. Yeah, Tennessee gonna be one, but they ain't play nobody for real. Sly, you said no Peppers. If y'all remember a month and a half ago, no trolls, none of that. A month and a half ago, I said the Heat and Lakers, to me, the Heat and Lakers are really similar. Like one team just got LeBron and AD, but from a roster perspective, I think they're really similar. So, Sly, us beating y'all last night, it didn't really it didn't okay, like it's the Heat beating the Lakers by 41. That's a little wild, but okay, whatever. All right, I think both teams are really mid, and I think everything as far as our net ratings, everything show that we're a mid team, and pretty much probably the same for the Lakers too. But here, no, there, we're gonna get into all that later today as well. Shout out to the Hawks, they rolling. We're gonna get into that later today as well. Y'all see what's floating on the bottom of the screen. BJ, I'm gonna let you up in a second. Y'all see what's floating on the bottom of the screen. Welcome to the best show in the world. And not only the best show in the world, I got the best supporters in the world. Everybody that's typing in the chat right now, been rocking with Factor Stats for 1 year minimum, 2.5 years max. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. Y'all part of the reason why I continue to go. Y'all part of the reason. The fuck? My bad, y'all. Y'all are part of the reason why I continue to go every single day. Alabama scarier than Auburn to you? Alabama got that's tough. That's gonna be a good game. I think both teams are equal. Honestly, I think both teams are equal. If you ask me right now, I think both teams are equal. I knew Alabama was going to step on UNC. And I knew that Auburn and Duke game was going to be really damn good. But we're going to get to that in a second. No, I'm not tearing up. King says, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Welcome to the best show in the world. I got the best supporters in the world. I'm feeling so much better today than versus Wednesday, versus Tuesday, etc. If you are in here, guys, do me one big favor. Make sure you all like a couple of big favors. Make sure you all like this video. It's 30 people in here so far. That's the quickest 30 people got in here. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm glad that people are shifting and knowing to shift back to YouTube. There's 30 people in here so far, but it's only 4 likes on this video. That should probably hit 15 in like 15 seconds. So if you are in here, don't forget to like the video. Y'all hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. That also helps the algorithm out and finding somebody new or somebody new coming inside of Fact and Stats and wanted to either watch, also obviously listen, and then more importantly, probably come on the stage and chime in as well. Trying to continue to grow Fact and Stats platform or the network period on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, man, make sure you all like this video as well. Next comment, interact with me or interact with whoever's talking on the stage. I read all the comments. For the most part. Some I ignore, obviously, but I read all the comments for the most part. Down to the trolls, I read all the comments. CBB is back in entertaining 1000%. College basketball is definitely clearing right now for sure. On top of that, help me. You can hit the like. You can share this video out as well. Share the live stream out. Share the platform out to whoever, family member, significant other, whatever the case may be. Say, hey, this is where I'm at right now. So this guy does a great job at hosting. Tap in. Or hey Billy, I know you're a North Carolina fan. Y'all lost yesterday. Come talk about it. Hey Robert, I know you a Cooper Flag stan. Y'all lost last night. I mean, he performed last night. Come talk about it. Share the live stream out to anybody that you know. Any group chats that you in. Anything. Share it out. Most importantly, out of these 4, make sure you all hit that subscribe button. If you are here watching right now, you're not subscribed to the platform, make sure you all hit that subscribe button. It costs $0 to do that. It costs $0 to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you all hit that subscribe button. Chasing 1,000 subscribers. And I'm attacking YouTube on a day-to-day basis. Next, Z Farm, Damon, BJ, I got y'all. Next, there are 4 different ways you can extend your support for Facts and Stats. There's no excuses for none of y'all no more. I do believe y'all, by the way. I believe y'all. When y'all be like, oh, damn, I'll become a member or I'm going to do this. I do believe y'all. But I made it so much more easier for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I made it so much more easier for y'all. Right? Well, but that being said is I have probably about 30-something members. I ain't do the boom, boom, boom in like a week. But that it is the link in the description and also on the page. All you got, it literally says memberships. All you got to do is click that link and you can join directly from your phone. There are 3 different levels that you can join as. Level 1, level 2, level 3. A new added perk to level 1. If you are a level 1 member or you're a member, period, you will be prioritized when it comes to VIPs and playback. I'm not about to be shifting every single night. If you are any member, any level, I meant to say, you will be prioritized when it comes to VIP and playback. And as you click the join button, it will literally tell you that for level 1. Level 3 is discounted merchandise. Level 2 is all level 3 is all the above, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's 3 different levels. Become a member. That's just extending your support for the platform, extending your love to me. I greatly appreciate that. Where's my badge? Literally did it yesterday. I don't know. He said YouTube robs you. I don't know. It would have told me. I don't know, Shaggy. I don't know. You gotta check if it went through or something. But yeah, become a member, y'all. It's right there in your face. Anybody can become a member. It's in the description. That's just extending your support for Facts and Stats. And that's just helping me continue to just go harder and harder and harder and also better in the platform, period. Also, you can send super chats and super stickers throughout the show or any show whenever you want to, whether it's $2, whether it's $10, whether it's $1,000. All support is greatly appreciated. I turned on a feature yesterday. I don't know too much about it. It say gifts. Do y'all see anything? Do y'all see anything that says gifts on there? Well, you got cancer? Damn. Do y'all see anything that says gifts on the YouTube side? I turned that on yesterday, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. So I'll look into that. Let me know if y'all see something that says gifts, by the way. So yeah, become a member, send super chat, send super stickers, all that, all the above. All support, as y'all can see at the end, is appreciated, greatly appreciated, and that is extending your support for the platform. Also, you can check out Fact and Stats on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. When I record podcast episodes, I distribute clips to those platforms. Also, you can check out the website for apparel. The Fact and Stats website is factsandstats.us. The website is factsandstats.us for all Facts and Stats apparel. Thank y'all for liking the video. Next, we have the Playback Room. The Playback Room is playback.tv/facts and stats. Playback.tv definitely is tough, Blake. Playback.tv/facts and stats, where we watch live NBA games on a night-to-night basis. So make sure you all sign up and join the Facts and Stats Playback Room. There's over 1,500 members in that room. Like I said, all support is greatly appreciated. Thank y'all so much for rocking with Facts and Stats on a day-to-day basis and using this platform to come and talk sports in on a day-to-day basis or listen to some. I don't watch these shows no more, but growing up, I used to watch First Take a lot. This was an evening show, but I used to watch Pardon the Interruption, I believe, Around the Horn, Get Up. What do you think of all these shows? And y'all choose to come inside of Facts and Stats and either one talk sports or listen. Thank y'all. Truly mean a lot. No funny. Dion linked to the Las Vegas Raiders. Let me find out Dion and Shador package deal. So yeah, sign up, join the Fact and Stats Playback Room, y'all. Join the Fact and Stats Playback Room. And then before we get started, bro, we got a birthday inside of Fact and Stats today. Today is Shaggy's birthday. Many of y'all probably know. If y'all did not tell Shaggy happy birthday yet, make sure y'all tell Shaggy happy birthday. Hope you have a phenomenal day, brother. Hope you had a phenomenal night. And just hope you continue to thrive and grind and be successful, bro. Real shit. Yeah, man. Let's get to it now. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and start to talk about some college hoops. Go ahead and start to talk about some college hoops. If you want to talk about some college hoops, feel free to come to the stage. The link to come to the stage is in the comments. The link to come to the stage is in the comments. We can start it off with, well, first off, Z Farm, BJ, and Dane. What's good with y'all?
Good morning. Good morning. Wonderful morning. Beautiful morning.
Instead of going to, I was actually going to go to UNC versus Alabama to kick it off, but I do want to start with you, Z Farm, actually, because I feel like the way you guys are hooping and obviously what the score was at halftime, you guys need some praise. I only watched 1.5, 2.5 Maryland games so far. Definitely the whole Maryland and Marquette game where you guys could have beat a ranked opponent. Probably would have been ranked sooner. I think eventually you guys would be ranked anyway. Guys got to win over Ohio State last night, 83-59. You want to go ahead and talk about the team or talk about the win in general and the program and how you guys are looking this year?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking very good compared to last year. Last year we had a lot of guys come in off transfers, a lot of fourth-year seniors. This year we targeted some sophomores that were going into their junior year. But we have a lot of great talent this year. We were led by Julian Reese, who was basically our 4-year senior. He's from Baltimore, Maryland. Great talent. I think this year he's averaging 13 points and 8 assists. That's just incredible on 63% field goal shooting. He's been one of our top guys.
Probably 8 rebounds.
Yeah, so he's been one of our top guys down low this year, but also our hometown guy, another DMV talent. Once again, he's looking very good. Derek Queen, man. He's averaging he's not averaging a double-double per game, but last night he has 17, 11, and 2 steals last night. He's elevated the program, not only just for us, the basketball program. He's already talking to football recruits. He's telling guys that are in the transfer portal, football, the LSU edge rusher that hit the transfer portal. He's at Loxley, and he's telling them, get this guy, bring him over here, bring him to the Maryland. He was with Malik Washington last night. They're chilling. They got a photo last night. The program is turned around. Then you have guys like Jacoby Gillespie, who's dropping 23 for this team. You have Selton Miguel, who's dropping 10. Rodney Rice, who was not really a known name to the DMV, but I mean, he went to Virginia Tech, and I think he had 19 minutes last year. He started 5 games for us this year. He's averaging 12, 2, and 8, 0.8. So he's one of those guys. Again, we looked in the program. We saw that this team is a basketball, or this college is a basketball school. That's what we are. We have to accept that. We're not a football school yet, but we're a basketball school. They got Coach Willard, who has turned this program around from what Turgeon brought us years ago in the ACC and all that good stuff. But Willard has turned this program around. He's got a lot of dogs in here, and his scheme of philosophy of just not really taking as many threes, but just dominating in the paint, getting the twos, getting as many twos as you can get, and just going up early. That's what we've been doing this year. Screw the 3 ball. If we get some threes later in the game, which they tried to do last night, I think they shot 25 threes, the most threes we've shot all year. That's cool, but we dominated in the paint last night, and that's what I expect from us going forward. Is just to dominate in the paint, because we have 2 dogs, Julian Reese and Derek Queen, in that paint. So, yeah, this team's looking good. I'm surprised we weren't ranked this time, because we were 7-1, and the only loss we had was to that number 4 Marquette team, and it was only a 3-point loss. So I'm very surprised that we weren't even considered a bottom 5 team or the last 5 team. We were like in the middle of the pack. I think only 13 votes were given to us. So I expect that to change this time. We play Purdue coming up. I think that our next game. So if we win that game or we keep that game close, I think we deserve, and then we went out. I think we deserve a ranking because that's what we are, and we have a good team. We have, in my opinion, a first-round pick if he continues this way, Tariq Queen in the NBA draft. I think we have a lot of guys. So, yeah, this team's going to be fun to watch. It's the first time in a while that a Maryland team has been fun to watch. So, I'm excited. I'm excited this year. It's a good look and it's good for the program. So, I'm very excited. And last night at half, 50-17 against an OSU team that was coming off a very close loss. Yeah, that shows you right there. This team wants it. So, look out for this team in March. This team's going to break a couple brackets because we'll be probably one of the lower seeds. But I would not be surprised if this team upsets a top 4 seed.
Yep, well said, bro. And I'm glad that you kicked the whole college basketball segment off because you said facts for sure. Queen keeps us up. He definitely be a first-round draft pick. He's a very skillful big. 2, obviously, I agree. I think you guys should have been ranked last week. Definitely will be ranked next week. And then 3, Maryland basketball. Like, it has not been fun to watch in a little while, So an 8-1 start, very super duper impressed with that. Queen, speaking of, for most that don't know him, I only know him coming into this year because one of my friends is a coach at St. Francis. And he told me about him probably like a year and a half ago. So that's how I know about Queen coming into Maryland or just period over the last year or two. He's averaging 16-8 on the season, 61% from the field. And he's hooping, bro. I mean, he's hooping. Pretty much sort of kind of not gonna say a walking double-double, but damn near a walking double-double. He's one of the better freshmen in the country. So shout out to Maryland, 8-1 start. Nothing to be mad about for them. Nothing to be mad about. Next game that we're going to get into is the Alabama beating UNC last night. In my humble opinion, I did think this was going to happen. I'm personally, I might be by myself. I know BJ's on the same track as well. I'm just not too high on this North Carolina team, led by RJ Davis. I'm just not too high on it. And first and foremost, let me start with Ian Jackson. He came into the game, I want to say 3 or 4 minutes within. I think he had like a quick 5 points or whatever the case may be. And you could see, you could tell what type of game he was going to have. He was embracing the crowd. He was embracing the momentum. He was embracing the atmosphere, period. And his game rose. He rose. Overall, last night, he had 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 for 5 from 3, which stood out to me the most, 10 for 17 from the field. But, they struggled. Outside of Ian, to score the basketball, I think they struggled tremendously. RJ Davis was 7 for 24 from the field, 1 for 11 from 3. And then Seth and Drake didn't do much offensively for them personally. You see, OGB just came into the chat. OJB, I'm sorry, just came into the chat today. The big man. That's what Wes been echoing. A couple of UNC fans been saying, but just overall, the team will be okay. Obviously, they're going to win some games. They're probably going to beat some good teams. But when it's all said and done, they just look different without Armando down there and more. RJ being the best player on the team. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because he pretty much probably was that last year as well, or for some time. No, I don't know. However they want to order it, but I don't know, man. I just more so just want to praise Alabama. For Alabama in this game yesterday, it felt like every time Aiden shot a 3, it was going in, or whoever. They had a lot of guys knock down 3s. They had a lot of guys perform. Aiden came off the bench. Obviously, the transfer from Auburn. He had 15 points, 5 for 9 from 3. So he didn't make nothing but 3s. He had 15 points, 5 for 9 from 3. They had Houston come off the bench, knock down 2 3s. Mark Sears, one of the better scorers in the country. He had 20 points, 7 assists. He knocked down 2 3s. And then Stevenson also knocked down 2 3s as well in that starting lineup. Grant Nelson gave him 9 rebounds. Obviously, he's big for what they want to do on a game-to-game basis. And like I said, for me, I just expect them to win this game. They had control literally the whole game. Literally the whole game, they had control. UNC tried to throw a couple of punches, but obviously it wasn't enough. So Alabama literally had control the whole entire game. They outscored them in the first and second half, and it pretty much was that. It pretty much was that. So, yeah, man, Bama is super duper legit name. I agree. One of the better teams in the SEC for sure, and they were that last year as well. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about that game, bro. Anybody got anything else to add to this Alabama and UNC game?
Not really. You touched on all the bases. Yeah, Mark Sears is like definitely one of the best guards in the country. I fuck with him. I like the way he attacks the rim when he plays, man. He's getting rim pressure like he's so quick. He's able to do that like with ease. He was just getting into the paint attacking. And when he didn't have that layup finish, he was dropping them dimes off, man. A lot of them passes, I don't know if you seen, but a lot of them passes he made were like real. I don't want to say like elite, but they were really good passes, bro. So, hey, the vision there, the scoring ability there, bro. Wherever he go in the league, bro, they gonna fuck with him tough.
Yep. So that's that. 94-79. OJB said the SEC got us this year. What you mean this year?
Man,
What?
we the best conference in the nation, man.
What? I keep telling people, bro, the SEC is the best in college basketball and football, and that's a fact. It's literally both.
Hey, man, the only conference that's close this year in basketball is the Big 12, bro. And we fucking the Big 12 up.
Yeah, ACC gonna be they gonna be carried by Duke for sure.
Yeah,
gonna be one of
bro.
them teams.
Pitt's pretty good as well. Pitt just got their ass whooped last night, I think, though. But I like Pitt.
Yeah, Blake, I don't know too much about Right Sale, but I did hear about the injury, I want to say 2-3 days ago. But you're saying he's one of their better shooters and defenders. That could be a tough loss. That could be a tough loss. I think he's a guard. I don't know too much about him, though, personally. You only got basketball this year. Cannot wait to see that Bama and Auburn game. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing, too. As of right now, Bama and Auburn are even, to me, as of right now. Like, I can't predict who will win that game. What else I want to get to from college basketball from yesterday? I don't think Tennessee played, so Dame was good.
No, I wish I would have watched more of that Creighton game. The Creighton
Me
versus
too.
Kansas.
Me too.
I didn't get to catch the whole game. But yeah, bro. Kansas went into what, Omaha, and they didn't make it out alive, bro. That's the second year in a row Creighton beat the number one team.
And yeah, I'm gonna circle right back to that game. I forgot to kick off with the game that I watched first. UConn versus Baylor. UConn needed this win more than anything. They needed this win. I think they were on they was on a one game against some bum team, University of Maryland Eastern Shore, I think. Yeah, they beat University of Maryland Eastern Shore before the Baylor game. Oh, they about to play Texas? Oh shit. Okay.
I think they play Gonzaga soon too.
I think Gonzaga. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
They went from Baylor, Texas to Gonzaga. That's tough. Okay. Yeah, man. This was the game for UConn that I'm gonna say they needed to win. I know it's not really, you're not gonna hear the need to win that much in college basketball. But I think they needed to win this game to build that confidence, to get back on the right track, especially especially against a ranked opponent. I mean, also one of the better teams in the country as well, or the nation as well. Playing without Alex, so I knew this was a game that McNeely was going to need to step up big time. I think he did a lot of that in the second half. Also, one bad thing for Baylor in this one, Jeremy Roach was not able to finish the game with a concussion. I can definitely say they probably needed him down the stretch 1,000%. They definitely needed him down the stretch 1,000%. VJ also didn't play. So that was another blower for Baylor for what they potentially can do offensively and defensively with those two guys being out. But they had a freshman guard, bro, who also went to Mount Vernon as well with McNeely. Robert Wright, the third. He came off the bench and he hooped. So when we're thinking of and I'm reason why I'm saying these names specifically, and I'm going over these, looking at these box scores and putting them on the screen, because when it gets to March, I know it's going to help somebody. They're going to be like, damn, he told me this person went off against this team, It's going to help somebody. When it gets down to that time, that nitty-gritty, Robert Wright is going to be one of the better guards that's coming off Baylor's bench behind Jeremy and also performing and producing. He had 22 last night as a freshman. He's really good, if you ask me. He's quick, he's shifty, can finish around the rim. But for them, their biggest issue to me yesterday was foul trouble. If you're looking at the box score, Josh had 4. Omer had fouled out. Langston Love, one of their better scorers, he had 4. And then Jalen come off the bench, he fouled out as well. That was one of the biggest issues for Baylor last night. So on top of Jeremy only playing 23 minutes, and on top of playing without VJ, all your big men for the most part were in foul trouble. Like they were dealing with foul trouble a lot last night. Excuse me, sorry. They were dealing with foul trouble a lot last night. And other than that, on the UConn side of things, they had a lot of different guys step up and chip in. With he probably leading them in scoring. I think Alex is leading them in scoring. I think he's averaging more than Liam. Yeah, he leading them in scoring because I think Alex is like 15. Their leading scorer being out. Solo knocked down 3 threes, who Tails was bringing up last week. Aiden gave him 3 threes off the bench. Terrence Reed Jr. gave him 9 points in general. But like I said, I think I could be wrong, but I think McNeely had about 10 plus or something like that in the second half. Or his whole 17 came in the second half. I'm trying to remember correctly. I can't really remember, honestly. But that's how that game went. Big win for UConn. They moved to 63 on the year. Beat another ranked opponent. Baylor. You needed that leadership from Jeremy last night. And you needed all hands on deck, in my opinion, from a health perspective. And then also the foul trouble, it spanked them. The foul trouble 1,000% spanked them. As you can see on UConn side of things, they only had one guy have over 3 fouls versus Baylor. They had like 4. Yeah, 4. So that's pretty much what the game came down to. Good win for UConn overall. McNeely stepped up big time in the second half and led UConn to getting the win. Knocked down some big threes, big shots, period. He's one of the better shooters in the country. So shout out to UConn. I think we're like Dame just said. I didn't see the Creighton and Kansas game. When I looked at the box score when BJ was talking about it, I looked at the box score. I seen Harris had like 18 field goal attempts. He finished with 21, and Hunt only had 4 field goal attempts. He said they was strapping Hunter, whatever they was doing. They probably was doubling down or whatever the case may be, forcing him to move the ball around. I don't know if I ever seen Harris shoot 21 times in a game. Like that's just not his game. He more so like a playmaker and gets to the basket when needed or knock down your occasional outside shot. He had 15 points last night. Zeke Mayo had 12. AJ the transfer had 12 as well. But other than that, I mean, they didn't shoot too well from the floor or 3. They shot 35% from the floor, 34% from 3. Meanwhile, Creighton had 47% from the floor and 41% from 3. And they also outshot them from the free throw line, 17 attempts to 8 attempts. So the game probably came down to that, it looks like. Looked like Creighton probably wanted it more. Again, I did not watch this game at all because I was watching other games. But shout out to Creighton for ultimately upsetting Kansas. And we're pretty much going to have a new number 1. We're going to have a new number 1. Tennessee's going to be number 1. I would assume Duke probably jumped back into the top 6, top 5, somewhere in that ballpark. Because I think Iowa State also took care of business against Marquette. And I was 6 versus 5. So I didn't watch that game at all either. Iowa State beat them 81-70. Anybody on the stage watch any of these games before we get to Duke and Auburn?
I didn't catch those. It was so many games on yesterday, bro. When it comes to NBA and college, bro, I only had like 2 eyeballs. So.
All right. We on to a big game from last night. To me, big game last night, man. Duke ranked number 9 in the country. Played a home game against the number 2 team in the country, in Auburn. Duke got the win 84-78. I personally enjoyed this game, bro. I really chose college basketball over NBA, to be honest, last night. I just chose college basketball over NBA last night. And as bad as I wanted to watch a lot of the Heat and Lakers game, it got out of hand pretty quick. Like I think we went up like 10, something like that in the second quarter. Then the third quarter, Tyler Hero exploded, outscored them by himself, and that was that. Like we won by 41 points. So I really chose college basketball over NBA last night, and rightfully so. It was the best slate of the year so far, the season so far. Duke got the win 84-78. I'm gonna say this: before I pass it to Jordan or BJ or whoever. The most talent in the country, 1,000% this Duke team. And I said this when we played against them. It's not even a joke. The most talent in the country is 1,000% this Duke team. Throughout this game, they had a couple of guys, not even just Flag. They had a couple of guys, particularly in the second. I'm going to jump to the second half, but I'm going to circle back to the first. They had a couple of guys step and make some big plays, really some big shots. Caleb Foster knocked down, I want to say a 3 or 2. Yeah, 1-3. I'm sorry. He knocked down a 3 in that second half where they needed. Proctor knocked down a big 3 on the right wing that they needed. He also knocked down a turnaround shot in the middle of the paint as well that they needed. But the story of the game, 2 stories actually, was obviously Isaiah Evans going off tremendously in the first half. A lot of Duke fans been calling for him when it comes to getting minutes because he's a guy that can help take the load off of Coop / Khan. Khan, he only had 6 last night. But / Coop and Khan, who are 2 of their better scorers, our best scorers on the team so far. He exploded 18 points. I think they all came in the first half. I think he knocked down 6 threes in the first half. And it looked like Tyler Hero, actually. It looked like how Tyler Hero did in that third quarter against the Lakers. It literally looked something very reminiscent or similar to that. He had 18 points in general in the game. But Flag, I mean, show why he's going to be the number 1 draft pick. Now, no matter how much somebody or anybody talk about Dylan Harper or anybody talks about Ace Bailey, whatever the case may be, they just can't do what Flag can do as consistent as him on a 19-night basis. Let me put it like that. He stuffed the stat sheet last night. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Obviously, the biggest thing that was an issue, if you want to take any negatives away from his performance, was his inability to knock down an outside shot, really particularly from the 3-point line. He went 0 for 4 from 3. Was 8 for 12 from the free throw line. They had a guy, I don't know too much about James, but he had my eye last night. That James, number 14, black guy, I think he got dreads or he got hair. He caught a body last night. He had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And I said that all wrong. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. So he performed last night. But yeah, man, I was impressed, man. Isaiah, Caleb, it's not even just a Coop thing. Isaiah, Caleb, Proctor, James, and Flag all balled out to me yesterday. And on the Auburn side, before I passed it to Jordan, who's a Duke fan, man, Tahad continues to show why he's one of the better freshman point guards in the country. And he's coming off the bench, just like Robert Wright. Robert and Tahad can ball their ass off, bro. Tahad wanted it. Last night, you can see that he wanted it 1,000%. He only played 18 minutes. Someone can argue, imagine if he's playing 25 to 30 out of a 40-minute game. He had 20 points last night, 3 assists, 4 for 8 from 3, 8 for 15 from the field. And also Miles Kelly. Miles balled out. Chad was having a good game as well. I don't know what the Broom did statistically. Broom had 20 and 12, so he got his usual double-double. But, I mean, Duke, I mean, they wrote off their crowd. It was rocking in there. And like I said, a lot of guys made plays at the right time for Duke. A lot of guys made plays at the right time for Duke, Proctor, Coop, etc. So, great game overall. Great win for Duke. And we'll see how far, how much better they can get throughout this season. Because they're 6-2 right now, and they look like a solid team on both sides for the most part. So, yeah, man. Jordan, BJ, what y'all got to say as Duke fans about this one? Tez, welcome to the stage.
I'm going to go very quick, because I had a call in a second, and I'll probably come back. The fact that they're playing this good against some of the better teams in the country this early, yeah, y'all should be afraid. Y'all should be afraid of that. They're only going to get better. They don't really have any holes as far as like talent-wise. They have every skill set covered. Just comes down to making shots, not turning the ball over late in the games. Other than that, they should run through the conference. I mean, you're going to lose games, but should easily win the conference. Should be a 1-2 seed minimum, and we'll see what happens from there. But this team it should get federal as the season goes on. Like and if they don't, it's just either youth, but I'm not even gonna use that as the coaching, if not that. But yeah, they have everything covered. One guy you did mention, Malik Brown. I think he's a reigning ACC player, defensive player of the year. Did a good job yesterday as well. Defensively. He's the more athletic big that we have on the team. And I think that's important because that's been a
something that we haven't had traditionally in the past, like that athletic big who can play the five and step in when Kaman, can't necessarily play as many minutes. But yeah, it's solid win. Isaiah needs to play minimum 16 to 20 minutes a night, and yeah, it should get interesting moving forward.
All right. BJ, you got anything to say about y'all win last night? I don't even know if he even active.
I don't like the slow starts sometimes. I will say that, but they always bounce back from them. So I would like to see that trend kind of stop. They start slow sometimes, but love the physicality of the team as well. That's also been an issue in the past. They have been soft in recent years as the early 2000s, but to be one of the more physical teams in the country, I think is also going to be important, and we are that.
All right, Ted, what you got to add on to any of the college games from last night?
Far as the Duke game, I say that was a very impressive win, bro. No help, no troll. Like you and Jordan pretty much said what I was gonna say. It showed they're the most talented team in the country by far, and they showed it last night. And that's the way that we all expected them to play. Like you said, it's not just a Cooper thing. They got contribution from everybody on the team. Proctor stepped up, showed his experience. You finally get some Isaiah Evans minutes. He showed you what he can do in them little time minutes that you can give him. Caleb Foster also had an underrated good game too. He didn't won a lot of stuff for us. He let the game come to him. Cooper was Cooper. I think he had a double in the first half, if I'm not mistaken, or he had 10 boards and like 8 points. So damn near double first half. Who else? Damn, what's his name? Malik Brown. First half, bro, had a great first half on Broome. I think Broome only made 2 shots for the whole first half.
Oh, this guy. Okay, yeah.
He's tough, bro.
I think Broome only had 2 shots in the whole
perfect role player
in the whole first half. But I'm not gonna say that was just him. Some of them were just misses, but it was credit to the defense, bro. The defense they put pressure on him. They was physical with him. They really didn't let him get to his spots, the spots that he really wanted. And the second half, you seen Bruce make the adjustments with him because from the first half they weren't letting him get to his spot. Second half, it wasn't setting hard. He wasn't really setting hard screens. He was really catching. I mean, he's really doing like brush screens, rub screens, and just flashes to the goal. So that was a good adjustment that Bruce made in the second half, and that's how he really got going.
Playing from Emerald iPhone.
On the Auburn side, like you said, Tahad wanted it, bro. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I think I'll take it a step further, honestly, as far as a freshman. But I think he showed why he's one of the better guards overall in the country, regardless of the class. Just the way that he can go get it, just the type of dog that he had and just the will to win. I came in the playback last night. I understood he had 4 fouls in the second half, and for that late stretch, you take him out and try to save him. Similar to what we said about Lamont in our game, bro. Like I understand the foul trouble, and in these critical moments, you only want to take certain players out to try to save them so they don't foul out. But I think it gets to a point where you need this player in the game, and if he foul out, he foul out. I'm not too high on the taking dudes out. That's because they have foul trouble to try to save them, to try to make them not foul out. But by that time, you taking dudes out, bro, the game can get bad. In the game, they had no momentum toward the end of the game, bro. It never felt like they were gonna lose the lead. They didn't make the shots that they needed to make. Credit to Duke. Duke did on their end. Proctor made 2 big ass shots, the late 3, and then the next possession came around and did a move spin around midi. They kept the momentum on their side. But the whole time this was going on, Tahad, the player who was playing the best for them was not in the game, which I was kind of lost about. I understood why he won in the game, but goddamn, man, like this is a game that you need. So why is he not in the game? If he foul out, he foul out. If you trying to take him out and save him, that shit ain't doing nothing for you, but making you lose the game. So I didn't understand that. Broome actually had a better second half with the adjustment that they did make. Miles Kelly had a big game. Credit to him. What's the lefty? How you pronounce his name? Let me see. Mazzara.
Oh, we talking about Chad Baker? Yeah, Chad Baker. Yeah.
He also had a big game. Was doing some dumbass shit at the end of the game, but overall he had a good game too. But I think this win for Duke, bro. You just credit the talent, bro. The talent won this game. They won it from start to finish. You can tell they came out, even though they're young. They look like the more physical team. Like they matched Auburn physicality from the start to the finish, and the talent just overcame. The talent overcame the experience, and it was a good win for them, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good win for them. That's honestly the best that I've seen them play the whole year. Honestly, from start to finish. So credit to them. Good win. And also a good bounce back win. I know they got some more quad one games coming up. I also expect them. I think I changed my take. From what we said a couple weeks ago. I think they sweep North Carolina, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I don't see North Carolina.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
This is what I said. I said I like the split. I like them to split. I like them to split on both teams who go on a roll. I think will lose, but I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm changing that. I think they sweep them. I don't see North Carolina in no way, shape, or fashion beat that team in no way, shape, or fashion of the game at all. So yeah, credit to Duke though. It was a good win.
UNC not fucking with us, bro. Bro, we the best. Listen, bro, we the best team in the nation, bro. We finally got shoot. It's the best shooting Duke team I've seen in a long time, bro. I'm trying to tell you, if we really win a championship, bro, I really might stamp ourselves being the greatest college team ever assembled, bro, on the hardwood, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I don't care about no undefeated season before this. We really think about it, bro. We got the best player in college surrounded with 9 shooters, bro. 8 shooters, bro. Think about it. You never seen a team like that, bro. We got 8 shooters. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the best shooting team I've seen in a long ass time. You know that? Just stay tuned, bro. These niggas wasn't fucking with us from the jump. I told Bear that from the jump, bro. These niggas is not fucking with us, bro. All the experience, look, the experience and all that shit cool and all in the beginning. But when it's time to win some fucking ball games, the fucking talent gonna fucking take you there. And that's what happened yesterday. My talented young Bulls, man, they took us there. And you know what I'm saying? We a top 3 team in the nation as soon as the fucking rankings drop. Tennessee gonna get number 1 because they don't fucking play nobody, and that's okay. Because that's what. If we run into them, we're gonna get up with their ass too. We're gonna win a natty, bro. It's that simple. It's that simple.
All right, bro. Just stay on your high horses, bro. That's all I ask for. Just stay on your high horses.
We in Kentucky, bro. We not losing to Clemson on the fucking road. Fuck out of here.
Just stay on your high horses, brother. Just stay on your high horses, man.
You don't want to run into us in the tournament, bro.
That's all I ask. Stay on your high horses. Don't change up. Don't make no excuses when it get down to it.
I hope we meet head on the tournament.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just hope you, because you know how you niggas get, bro.
And I want y'all to really sit. Hold on. Fuck that. I want y'all to really listen to what I'm about to tell y'all, bro. Bro, if you really sat there and you watch every single Duke game, bro.
Nigga, me and Ed talk more about y'all team than you niggas.
Nigga, I want you to realize something, bro. Cooper Flag ain't even take over a game yet. Think about that shit. We played 3 great teams and fucking Cooper Flag ain't take over 1 game yet. Come on, bro.
Nigga, he tried twice and he can't, nigga. Somebody else got to do it.
Shout out to those Auburn guys though, man. You know that's the best team in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's probably the second best team in the nation. I'm not gonna lie. Kansas is nice and all that, but if they match up, Auburn probably blow Kansas out the water.
No, they would not blow them out the water. Stop. They would not. Stop, bro. What are you saying, bro? Y'all can't even blow Kansas out the water.
I want you to realize something, right? I want you to go watch probably like an extended highlight of that Creighton Kansas game, bro. They took Hunter Dickinson out the game. Like, they took him out the game so he wouldn't do nothing and made everybody else beat him. Please.
All right, bro. I hear you. I ain't mad at you.
Smoking that North Carolina game. I gotta hit that a little bit.
Yeah, you can circle back. You can circle back to anything that you spoke on. But this Duke was the last game that we didn't talk
I ain't gonna
about.
lie. I dozed off during them North Carolina talk.
Oh yeah, I mean, nah. I just want to know if you really like hit on the game for real. It ain't really too much to say. Bro.
Yeah.
Them niggas-
Yeah, I tell you exactly what he said. RJ Davis is what y'all sports Twitter people call it, an Armando Baycock merchant, whatever the fuck y'all be saying. But he only look good with Baycock, bro. Without him, RJ Davis don't look like no RJ Davis.
honestly though, no troll. He had a good game yesterday, bro. Like he honestly had a good game.
You can't go 1 for 11 from 3 though, like that.
He went 1 from 11.
7
Yes.
for 24, 1 for 11 from 3.
I didn't.
Nah, their best player yesterday 1,000% was Ian. Ian coming off the bench.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah, I spoke to a lot of different guys on Alabama knocking down threes. Aiden obviously being 5 for 9 from 3 off the bench. Felt like every shot that he put up was going in. And Mark just being Mark, not really add on about Sears. So I think Bama's got a well-rounded team compared to Alabama. I mean, compared to North Carolina, who want to be led by RJ, but he's too up and down for me. That's why I said to me, they don't got one of them guys. That's why I said that. I see why people may feel the way they feel about RJ, scoring a lot of points from the guard position at North Carolina. I get it. But when it comes to stepping up or taking over or doing things that make you want to help you win big games, I don't know if I'm going to see that too much from him this year. Me personally, and I could be wrong. But I don't know if I'm going to see too much from him this year, bro. And if we do, it's going to be 10 for 30. It's going to be 9 for 26. It's going to be games like that. So I don't know, bro.
I said it. It's crazy because I was me and Wes was talking last night during the game. I said, man, it's the same shit, different game. They got 18 points with fucking 7 minutes, 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Auburn got 30. Like it's the we said it from last year. The fuck up to that team, bro, is if Elliott don't come back with a reliable jumper, bro. The point guard should shit cool running the team.
He's a problem too.
Yeah, he's a problem, bro. Bro. They set him yesterday for Ian.
He's a problem.
Granted, that was the right thing to do. But for your starting point guard, who you got some high hopes for, that's not a room for success, bro. He has to play, and RJ is more of the scoring guard. So I do rather kick RJ to the off guard because the off guard gets the shots up. He can't run point and try to get his shots up. It's not going to work unless you get the same type of contributions from Ian on a game-to-game basis, Seth on a game-to-game basis, but it don't always go like that. Ian really that's the most I've seen Ian play the whole year. And I said it last week. I think he deserves more minutes. I don't know over who. That's something that they got to figure out. But I think that boy has to play. Drake Powell also has to play. And that's why I said also last week, I think the double big shit, bro, I think that shit for them is cooked. Honestly, bro. It constantly leads them to slow starts, starting the 3 guards with the double bigs. I'm going Drake at the 4, bro. Like
they did that yesterday, actually. They did that yesterday.
Drake started yesterday?
Yeah, they did Drake, Elliott, Seth, RJ.
Okay,
I ain't even peeped at it. Yeah, they did what you wanted. I ain't even peeped it. Yeah.
Text you after the tip. I ain't even see the start lineup. Okay, so they did start Drake. Now the next thing Ian came in early as well.
Yeah, he came in early.
They don't got no fucking big, bro. Like they don't have one. Yeah, the nigga tall as shit. Washington, he tall as shit, but he's skinny, bro. He can't bang. Like you just can't. He don't get a lot of rebounds. He don't fucking bang with the other bigs.
Can't wait to play them.
So it's like you relying. It was like you relying on RJ and Ian getting you this 20 a night, and that ain't to win the game. That's for you to have a chance, my nigga. That not to win. They have to get 20 a night for them to even have a chance to win, bro. And I don't. But they got what 27, 26 games left. Bro, that shit is not. You can't sustain that. Then Elliott with 1 point. Let's be for real, gang. Like 1 point, and you got benched, and he got benched. So that's why I changed my stance, bro. I did like them to split with Duke, bro. But after that shit last night, they every big game for North Carolina so far has been the same shit, bro. Start off slow, fight for behind the whole game. Granted, they did come back on a Dayton win, but that's Dayton, bro. You feel me? Dayton is a tournament team, so I will get some credit for that. But the Dukes of the world, the Auburns of the world, the Memphis of the world, they're 20 to 25 points in the first half, bro. Against them type of teams, you already lost, bro.
They could split with us, but I'm letting you know right now they getting blown out at least once. One of them games they getting blown out. They could win the other one, but one of them games gonna get ugly versus us. Like they don't have the size.
I think just for the split, I was saying that, Jordan, just for the rivalry part about it, because you know how rivalries get.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, they could get one. Yeah,
some rivalries games, it be bullshit. The other team won.
Absolutely.
Like just how the Bengals and Browns split, right? Every year.
Oh my god.
Basically. But shit, I mean, I don't see a split, gang. I don't. I ain't gonna lie, I don't see a split. As of right now, unless some shit changed with North Carolina, I don't see a split, bro.
But I just don't randomly think they about to just turn up like that though.
I don't either, cause
all hating shit aside, bro. I don't, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That season, like.
That's how I feel about him, bro. But I mean, hey, yeah, man. So that's all we was talking about for. We talked about, we added talk about all the games from pretty much the most important games from yesterday. Did you see any of the Marquette and Iowa State game, by the way, Ted, or nah?
Nah. I was watching other games, bro. We ain't gotta talk about it, but good bounce back win, UConn, man. Good bounce back win.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, UConn looked all right yesterday.
They actually that's the best they look the whole year too. And credit. I mean, in credit, that's without Alex, bro. So if they somehow get their shit together, because they got an elite coach. They got an elite coach, and Dan coached his ass off yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. Dan be so into the game. I fuck with that shit, bro. Like as a coach, I fuck with that. He's so into the game. Like he knows what he's doing. He knows what the fuck to do. He knows how to win a game. And granted, without their best player going and beating Baylor off a 0-3 Maui start, that's big, bro. That's big. So good win for UConn. I ain't gonna say that he just all the way back. I gotta see one more win against a big time opponent, but that was a good ass win last night, though. I ain't gonna lie.
1,000%.
And it was a good ass game overall too. Like from Baylor's side, it was a good game,
bro. 1,000%. 1,000%. Yep, I had said the same things. Curious to see how UConn continue to turn things around, and you can use a game like that can get your confidence back up or remind you who you are as a team and also as a coach. So. Shout out to UConn, shout out to Dan. Good point out. Also, my last shout out, Trey Johnson, the tie game last night over there in Texas. He hit a big three,
bro.
Yeah,
he wanted them
big
bro.
three. No, it wasn't even in Texas. I'm sorry, NC State. But he hit a big three to help them seal that deal. He had 18 points last night. He was having some late turnovers, some late fouls. He kept his head in the game. I think that three made it 60 to 57. Ultimately finished with 18 points, 7 for 15 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3. Definitely projected top 10 pick. So be on the lookout for Trey Johnson, y'all, when it comes down to March. And yeah, like Ted said, he one of them ones for sure. So yeah, man. I think that's that for everything for college basketball. Cool show so far today. Probably should not be, or probably won't be that long. Excuse me. Which is still good for me. We're gonna head to the NBA from last night real quick. Before we head to the NBA from last night, guys, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you know anybody that would love to join or talk about sports or would love to listen, don't forget to share this out to them. On top of that, there's 4 different ways you can extend your support for Facts and Stats. You can become a member on the Facts and Stats community on the YouTube side of things. You can join from your phone. To join from your phone is literally the link in the description on this video. You can join from your phone. It will literally say memberships. You click that link, you can join from your phone. 3 different levels. You also can send super chats and super stickers throughout the show today. As we head to the NBA now. As we head to the NBA, who slate left? Oh God. Whatever slate last night, bro. To be honest with you, not really much to say. A couple of shout outs, or my only shout out. Wow, Curry and Draymond not playing today against the Rockets.
Yeah, he ruled out yesterday.
I ain't even peeped that, bro.
I'm about to say they been ruled that shit out. Damn near after the what's the name game, the game they played 2 days ago.
Is Curry hurt?
He been dealing with a knee thing this year.
Okay.
I don't know if it's related to that.
Yeah, but
OG, you got lucky, nigga.
Dang, your mic came in hot.
My shit bad.
No, it's good. It just came in hot.
Oh, OG, you got lucky, nigga.
Mm.
I was gonna take your money.
Chris Middleton is expected to debut tomorrow for the Bucks, who have been playing better basketball over the last 2-3 weeks. I know they had a loss to a steaming or hot Hawks team last night, but Middleton is expected to return, so I'm pretty sure they can be able to ease him in, and that'd be a good impact for them. Durant is expected to miss 1 to 2 weeks with that ankle injury. GG Jackson is expected to be back in 6 to 8 weeks from a foot injury for the Grizzlies. And also think Zach Edey's returning on Saturday as well. He got assigned to the G League yesterday for a quick practice. Excuse me for that, y'all. I'm sorry. Zion. 2 things around Zion. Pelicans still want to build around Zion. Like I was freaking telling Heaven Sent. They want to still build around Zion. And then he's out for at least 2 more weeks. We'll see if that's really true. I do think they're gonna give, like I said, I do think they're gonna try to build around Zion for 1 more year. And if he continues to get hurt or gets hurt again next year, then I think they'll think about their future. Especially with BI potentially getting moved.
When we was just saying that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah,
y'all ain't agree with us.
No, that's what I was saying. I don't know if you remember the conversation. I was saying that they're still going to have Zion on the team next year. She was saying you should just move him this year, but it just reported from Shams yesterday or day before yesterday.
I don't think
to be fair, even if they
that's
weren't,
not what we said.
Even if they weren't,
the market for him this year.
Yeah, but hold on, real quick, Jordan. And I was saying that's not true. I was saying that doesn't matter because they're not going to do that. They're still going to build around him. And as reported yesterday, the Pelicans still playing a bit around Zion. That's all I was trying to say to her.
They gotta say that. They ain't got.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, even if they weren't, they would say that. They would.
Like, what else would they say?
You can't depreciate his value if you. And they probably could be telling the truth, but I'm just saying they would say that either way.
True. Okay. I mean, yeah, true. They claim they still been around Zion, and they're gonna try to have a roster that better fit his game or whatever the case may be. So I don't know. We'll see. But obviously, B.I. is the guy that's gonna get moved. The slate was whatever last night. Like I said, I was more locked into college basketball. We had 6 games in association. Lo, that was you that just burped on the mic like that, gang?
Nah, I was gonna lie. Yeah, it was me, bro. My fault.
Bro, you about to lie about that?
Yeah, I was.
Bro,
I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I don't care to lie. Ain't no point.
Gabe said, I don't care to lie. Bro.
Yeah, some niggas would have lied. You feel me? I ain't care to. Yeah, man. That was me, bro. My fault, bro. I ain't know my mic was unmuted.
Guess what?
Yo,
never mind.
Yo,
like a nigga like BJ would 100% lie.
Ari, that's a perfect set. Ari, that's a perfect set. No funny. That's a perfect set. I'm mad I can't show it, bro. Perfect set. I try to resize some of them joints. Can y'all send the boom one for me real quick? Send the boom joint. Let me see what that joint look like real quick. I tried to resize that yesterday. But 6 games last night in association.
Damn, I can't see that joint on stream, y'all. I gotta go to YouTube to see what all you said.
It's still small. See, all right.
Damn, I can't see none of that shit. Damn, what the fuck?
All right, it's still small. Okay, I'll work on it. Mish, what's good? Yeah, man. To kick off the NBA thing from last night, Boston versus Detroit. Jason Tatum finally decided. I don't know if this was his first game resting, but he rested last night. I think Drew did as well. Yeah, Tatum and Drew did not play. But I mean, they're still a tough out regardless. Like it's
They still
Jaylen
hit
Brown.
21 threes, bro. Like,
Yeah, 21 for 53 from three, bro.
It's funny. You say Jason Tatum rested. If Kawhi would have did that, everybody would have called him fucking.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
Kawhi,
Like,
what?
how does Kawhi come up in Jason Tatum resting, bro?
Is one of the most durable stars in the league. What are you talking about?
I try to make them bigger. I even resized them 8,000 times 8,000. I don't know why, so I got to work on it again. It is what it is. Last night, man, I mean, like he said, he returned early from injury. He's getting his groove back. He's getting his feel back. 26 points last night for KP. 3 for 7 from 3, 26 and 9 rebounds with 2 blocks. I think JB had 16 or 18 in the first quarter. He finished his game with 28 points. Also had one of his better playmaking games with 9 assists as well. 10 for 21 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3. And then Derek White, pretty much like a do-it-all kind of guy for the Celtics. If you need me to score, I can score. If you need me to knock down threes, I can knock down threes. If you need me to defend, I can defend. And if you need me to play make, I can play make. He had 11 assists last night with 14 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Shot 4 for 15 from the field. But overall, I'm pretty sure if I had to watch this game, I can see his impact was felt. Peyton Pritchard, pretty sure he's leading the league in bench points. Probably the favorite for 6th man of the year, most likely. 19 points last night, 5 for 13 from 3, 7 for 15 from the field. And then Hauser, 20 points. I will hope for 14 points. So shout out to the Celtics. They got the win. They moved to 18-4. Cade Cunningham, my guy, continue to blossom this season. Continue to look really damn good when healthy. 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 14 assists. He got a couple of triple doubles this year, and he got a couple of games just like this where he's flirting with a triple double. He's 11 for 21 from the field, 3 for 9 from 3. And shout out to Cade. He also had Malik Beasley chip in and give him 23 points off the bench, and Tobias give him 27. I didn't watch too much of this, but I do see the Celtics was up. I didn't watch none of this at all. I do see the Celtics was up 15 points at the end of the first, and they just maintained that lead throughout the game. So, what was the biggest lead for them? The biggest lead for them was 20. So, like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, it is what it is. I don't think anybody have anything to add to this game. Yeah, I don't think anybody have anything to add. Do anybody have anything to add to this game just in case? Or let me just ask.
No.
All right, shout out to the Celtics. Game 2, what is whatever late, man. We had the Pacers versus the Brooklyn Nets, man. Surprisingly, brother, Brooklyn Nets, man. I know they 10-13, but they fight. They be in games. They play hard, no matter who's on the court. Whether it's Ben Simmons resting on a back-to-back or resting, whether it's Cam Thomas who's out right now for a couple of weeks, whether it's Claxton being out, whoever it is being out, the Nets are going to fight hard. They're going to play hard, and they're going to try to beat you. They moved to 10-13, at least earlier in the season. I think later on in the year, they're going to do what the Jazz did and just start losing all these damn games. Granted, 10-13 ain't nothing special, nothing crazy. But yeah, for the net side of things, Cam Johnson, probably a guy that a lot of teams will be calling for soon. 26.7 rebounds, 7 for 13 from 3. They didn't make another field goal. They didn't make a field goal that was not a 3 last night. They said Nick Claxton had one of his better games of the season so far. He had 16 points, 8 rebounds with a block. And then Ben Simmons came off the bench, stuffed the stat sheet from a rebound and an assist. Also steals and block perspective. 7, 7, 9, 2 steals and 3 blocks. Pretty much the main things to point out. As far as the Pacers, man, I don't know, man. They dropped the 9-13 on the year. I don't know, bro. I seen a tweet the other day that said like their offensive net rating and just everything about the Pacers is down from what it was last year. It's like, did the NBA catch up to who they are or what they were doing last year? And I don't know, man. 9-14 on the year. Nemhard being out, or Nemhard, Wiseman's out for the year, and then Aaron Neesmith. That's not doing enough for me when you still got McConnell off the bench. You still got Juris Walker, Obi Toppin, Mathurin, Halliburton, Miles, and most importantly, Siakam, or one of the most important pieces on the team, Siakam. 9-14 is a little shaky start for me. I did not think the Pacers were going to replicate what they did last year, one, as a team in general, and then also two, making the Eastern Conference Finals. It's still early in the year, but man, we need Halliburton to be better offensively. Or they need Halliburton to be better offensively. It's looking like they're probably going to shape up, if I had to guess, to be a play-in team out east, where they were in that last year. If I just had to take an early guess, I know it's only 23 games that they played, but if I had to take an early guess, I'd probably expect the Pacers to be in the play-in. And yeah, man, that's probably a tough loss. But again, the Nets got a couple of wins like this over quote unquote good teams this season. So shout out to the Nets, Pacers. Let's see. Let me look at the standings real quick. I know it's only 23 games in, but let me look at the standings real quick. Yeah, I mean, this 5 is definitely not going to be in the play-in. Cavs, Celtics, Magic, and Knicks and Bucks will definitely be within the top 5, probably. Or either way, the Bucks will not drop to the play-in for sure. If anything, it's going to be the Heat can probably get to that play-in, like 6 seed. The Hawks are rolling right now, or maybe the Pacers can turn things up. So that 6 seed is probably going to come down to Heat, Pacers, Hawks. I don't know how people feel about the Bulls. No, not the Bulls. Yeah, I'll say Heat, Pacers, or Hawks. And if I had to guess, I'd probably say Heat. Fandom aside, I'd probably say the Heat. But yeah, man, that's all I got to say about the game. I don't think anybody got anything to add on as far as the Pacers and Nets from last night. Such a whatever sleep last night. Best player ever with best defensive player. Hold on. Best player ever with best defensive player the last 10 years, and these niggas laying eggs. And I thought it was Darvin the whole time. Shame on me.
OG, go ahead, Mo. Why you say?
But he talking about some shame on me, though. Like, come on, bro. He talking about some shame. He talking about some shame on me.
He's the best player ever with the best defensive player. I ain't gonna lie to you though, Ev. Listen.
This is a game. This is a game niggas
fact,
want to speak on for real.
That's a fact, though. Yummy. I'm gonna say less.
This is a 30-minute segment right here.
I mean, yeah,
you're gonna be 27 minutes of it, because I'm not gonna keep telling you. Because I am not gonna keep saying the same shit and act like we got new takes from after last night, bro. It's the same shit, literally the same shit.
Nah, man. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, game 3 last night, we had the Heat at home versus the Lakers. It's always good to see.
This was bad.
It's always good to see LeBron return to Miami.
134.
Yeah, that's insane. I can't lie, that is.
134.
I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful. I'm blessed that my team did that, but that's insane. The Lakers continuing to play without Austin Reeves last night. I think that's probably the only injury to point out, really. Vando is not necessary to speak on. I think it's just Reeves, to be honest. If I'm not mistaken. AD, start there. Back-to-back games, he struggled now. 12 points the other night, 8 points tonight. I think he was 0 for 5 or 1 for 5 or 1 for 6 against Bam. He was 3 for 14 from the field. For me, this is nothing dealing with AD or D-Lo or whoever. Me and Byron was talking after the game yesterday, and to me, the team just looked, and JJ even said it yesterday for the most part, they look broken. Look like it's a big disconnect. Look like it's a disconnect right now within the locker room, within the roster, and even the on-court production, to how they operate as a team and just the chemistry. I think the defense was real lackluster yesterday. To perform and look the way you did against such a mid-offensive team was a little concerning for me personally. Like I said, I was watching a lot of college basketball yesterday. When I started off watching this game, we pretty much got up. We sort of kind of maintained that all throughout the whole entire game. the biggest standout for me or point out for me was Tyler Hero. He erupted, bro. Why I don't understand, but was Tyler Hero. He erupted for 21 points last night. 21. No, I say he erupted for 21 points last night. My bad. Somebody's calling me.
That was in the third.
Yeah, he had 21 in the third. The Lakers scored 20 in the third, so he outscored him in the third period alone by himself. He
What?
Yeah, bro.
In 5
Nah.
in
Yeah,
8 minutes, the nigga got 21.
Tyler
Yeah.
Hero outscored the entire Lakers team in the third. That's insane.
he got hot.
bro.
He got hot. He knocked down 7 straight threes. He got hot.
Thank God
Oh.
I closed my Playback app. I ain't gonna lie to you. 'Cause I just know Ed was in that bed. Hero!
Nah, we wasn't even watching too much of the
Hero!
game.
What
We
the
wasn't watching
fuck
much. We wasn't watching too much of the game. We was chilling. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing crazy.
I'm not gonna
Well rounded.
the nigga that was doing that. I'm gonna keep it a
Oh,
bit. Like, yo, y'all seeing this shit? He just hit 4. He hit 7 in a row. What the fuck? I was doing that, no funny. But they didn't even have the game on the screen.
yeah, it wasn't on too much. I'll say that. We seen like 2 or 3 threes. Other than that, wasn't on too much. Overall, it was a good win for the Heat, bro. I mean, Bam can continue to do everything for the Heat. Rebounding, playmaking, defending, ultimately scoring as well. Tyler Hero said in the pressure last night, whatever Bam is reading or whatever's in his head, need to get out of his head because at the end of the day, Hero feel like he's the top 3 center in his game. And I think I think Bam is definitely starting to trend in the right direction offensively for what he wants to do for this team and how he's going to fit in. Highsmith was good last night. He was 4 for 5 from 3. We also had good minutes from Kevin Love, good minutes from Terry, good minutes from Jaime, who probably had like 3 straight good games now from Jaime. And even Jimmy. Jimmy had an overall good game as well. 8 for 12 from the field, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So, I mean, listen, we're 10-10. We were literally 500. We're nothing. We're not no special ball club. Not nothing crazy to point out when it comes to the Heat, especially offensively. But I mean, outside of Tyler Hero, I mean, he's averaging 24, 5 and 5 on really damn good efficiency. So hopefully he continues and keep this play up, and maybe he can make his first All-Star game. And he can continue to win more ball games, bro. But for the Lakers side of things, like I said, they look broken. JJ spoke to how he's going to try to meet with some players in the team and try to bind or put things together so things don't get lost. LeBron pretty much say he echoes some of the things some things that JJ was saying. And yeah, man, I mean, fact be more. Yeah, man, it's concerning out there in LA right now. They're 12-10. It is what it is. I'm gonna pass it to Tween or Jordan Woods, either or. See what they got to say about the game.
Yeah, I only went back and watched the first half because thank God, this is actually one of the games where I was working during. So I was like, picked the right game to miss. I went back and watched the first half this morning. Yeah, it's not much to say. I mean, they lost by 41, so that's concerning, of course, but it's the same issues. So I don't want to belabor the point of like continuing to say the same thing about the same issues. It's nothing new. That at least from what I saw that happened last night, that was like, oh my gosh, it's a new issue. Like, no, it's the same shit we knew before the season and then during the season. That's gonna be the team. Like, I mean, they're gonna lose by 41 every night, but they're gonna have stretches of terrible games. Hopefully, not this bad, but where they lose. Then they're gonna have a stretch of games where they win some games, and then yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'll go
Well,
before.
the last thing I would say is, with the whole broken thing. Look, I think they're fine personality wise in the locker room with each other, but you can only be so in a good mood when you just aren't performing on the court. So you perform on the court, you'll play well. I mean, you perform on the court, the locker will be okay. You don't, then yeah, people are going to be down. Like we've heard these rumblings before, and then they come back and play a good stretch of basketball. I'm not reading too much into that. Other than on the court, they don't seem connected, like communication wise. That's more so where I see the connection thing, the disconnect on the court, communication wise on defense, being on the same page offensively as far as like what you're trying to do, forcing passes, like things like that. I'm focused more on the on court connection than the off court shit. They're fine. They like each other. It's just a matter of me not performing on the court and that liking each other only goes so far.
I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you for sure. Twin, you got anything you want to add on to the game?
Yeah, I rewatched the game. The game really got lost in that first quarter. When it's crazy because Bron had a good game from an offensive standpoint, but the entire team, Jordan's been harping on it all year. They one of the worst transition defenses I've ever seen, and that shit is not a joke. They gave up a 14-0 run in 2 minutes just because they couldn't get a good shot on offense, and the other team was getting layups. We talk
Or
about
they missed a good shot.
yeah, they missed a good shot on offense, and then they just got a layup. Like Jimmy Butler had 3 fast break layups, maybe in like 90 seconds. AD, who was just getting near the paint all day, getting little hook shots, and then you got their hustle guys. You got the Highsmith, like they got outworked. Like they didn't want to hoop. I'm not really a fan of the Dalton Connect Rui Hachimura lineup. Like I think they need to put Cam Reddish in, to be honest, because they need like some type of grittiness. Like you got too much finesse players. You got D'Lo. You got when Dalton comes in. You got when Reeves comes in. This is like you got the same look. That's why. That's why they try to go get Gabe Vincent, I guess. But it's just like I don't know. They got too much offensively slanted guys. Rui Hachimura defensively, there was like maybe 4 or 5 plays that he just literally didn't execute. LeBron's telling him, "Yo, switch." LeBron's telling him, "Yo,
No,
cut."
he's one of the worst. He's the bottom 5 off ball defender in the
Like
NBA.
it's crazy because his awareness is.
It's
I,
is
I don't know how
Jesus
they got
Christ.
that bad. Like
Like that switch when Duncan didn't shoot that layup. Like I
yeah,
don't know, bro. I
and then when baby has to contest because he's that.
and that in between that's some of is he cutting out or just me?
Yeah, he cutting
Yeah,
out.
I got a phone call.
That's some of the thing. If you watch that play, that's a little bit of why I give some of like there have been times AD's been slow foot defensively this year or whatever, but some like on that play, that is a play I've seen people blame him for. That like that switch. If you look at that type of play, like what is he supposed to do there? Like he like they totally botched the switch. Now he's caught in no man's land. I'm like, do I come over and help? But I come over and help my guys over for a lob right behind. Like it's tough when guys just botch basic stuff that badly.
Like that was a game. That was a 14-0 run, and you're in a deficit just because miscommunications on normal switches, and then you got to rely on, you feel me, just hot shooting, which they weren't getting. They got the ball up. Like if you look at the shot clock, they were getting shots up at 16. Nigga, the other team was getting shots up at like nigga 19, 20 up, like because they were getting leak outs. It was a leak out fest all night. It was like an LA Fitness run game where you miss a fucking D'Lo miss a butter break triple when you got Rui don't connect on the same side left corner, and you got the other team, you got Bam, Jimmy, and Highsmith all digging in, and there is a 3-on-1 fast break. You feel me?
No, yeah, that's the team. That's gonna be the team until And then other thing, I will say they if you look at their home and away, it's the discrepancy is insane, just in terms of like how they play and how some of the role players play. So again, they're gonna have stretches of games where they win games because they'll be home or they win get a road win here or there, but it's gonna be a roller coaster all year until they shake some shit up. So you know that's just what it's gonna be.
Yep. Hey, do you see them being aggressive when December 15th or whatever the date is, or you see it more so trade deadline type of thing? Do you see them being aggressive basically like in this month or the trade deadline?
End of the month. End of the month. I think it depends on how it looks. I think that if they're losing games, I don't even think it's just a matter of wins or losses. I think it's a matter of like how the wins or losses are coming. So like if they're losing games where you can clearly see, okay, it's the defense, it's Rui's off ball defense, it's not having hustle guys, the energy guys, like then I think they'll be a little more aggressive a little earlier. But if it's the offense is bogged down or things like that, more offensively slanted, I think they would be more patient to wait it out because they'll say, oh, we got to work through this. But if it's things where you can clearly see like skill set wise or physicality wise or aggressive, athletically, which they should already see, but just from them looking at it, where it's like those are the issues and reasons you're losing games, then it's like, okay, that's not something that just with time is going to get better. D'Lo's not going to get more athletic. Rui's not all of a sudden going to become a better off-ball defender. Like, then it's like, okay, we got to swap these guys out. So I think a lot of how it happens is going to dictate it. But I think it'll be like in December, early January.
Okay. Yeah, that was my only question. Lakers either need to retool or rebuild. It's really that simple. Okay. Anthony Davis for MVP. Okay.
Nah, that's insane.
Queen, why you think they're so bad in transition defense?
Oh,
You said what? Oh, Queen.
Why are they so bad in transition defense? The Lakers.
Turnovers and missed shots, especially missed like rim, because you have two guys in the same corner. Like you got Rui on the right slot. You got what's it called? Don't connect. Like it's just like a whole bunch of deep.
I'm confused here.
I'm talking about like spacing wise. You got basically 4 deep corner guys versus the nail help guys, and they're running. Jimmy's running. You got Highsmith running. Bam running.
Nah, it's not necessarily about yesterday. You said they're just bad at transition defense. Period.
Oh, Jordan got to chime into that one because
it's the turnovers.
Laziness.
It's lazy. It's laziness is part of it, and then they gotta have some of the like the Jazz. Another Jazz. Yeah, the Jazz are a bad turnover team, just in terms of like live ball turnovers and shit. We gotta be like right there with them, bro. Like these turnovers are insane because a lot of them aren't forced. Like I can't remember who it was on the right wing yesterday that was trying to force an entry pass to AD. And I'm looking at it, he's trying to force the entry pass for like 8 or 9 seconds. And then he kept trying to, like, it's like me standing, it's defender right there, facing AD. And then he's trying to throw the entry pass. And he didn't swing the ball. He just kept trying to throw it, kept trying to, like, just holding the ball. Like, can I throw it now? Can I throw it? And then he tried to throw it. It's like, dude, the defense would be keyed on that pass for the last 6 seconds. What makes you think that pass is going to get through? And they do that all the time. That's mostly their turnovers. So turnovers like that, you almost don't even have enough time to get back in transition. Like it's almost impossible. So a lot of that is that. Some of it is laziness. There's some that account for laziness, but a lot of it is just the nature of their turnovers. Not just
with the turnover shit, that shit comes with everything, bro. It's the players being lazy. It's the coaching coaches not saying nothing to them. And it's the players too that's not saying nothing to the players that turn the ball over. You turn the ball over, nobody say nothing to you. It is what it is. If the coach get on your ass, if Austin Reeves throw 2 turnovers back to back, if JJ Redick get on his ass about it, he could probably tighten it up.
Yeah,
am I tripping?
I got the
go ahead.
So the Lakers don't have a lot of live ball turnovers as a per game. But most of their turnovers is live ball, so that's what makes it a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
They're 4th in the league in turnover percentage in live ball situations, and that's their turnovers, and that's 4th in the association.
Yep, that's a good stat because it matches the eye test.
Yep.
I've been saying this even when they was winning. I was saying that, and a lot of times too. Like the other thing I hate about them. Brian does it sometimes, but D'Lo does it most of the time. I've never seen a guard terminate his dribble for no reason more than D'Angelo Russell. Like he would be dribbling up the court and then just stop and put himself in no man's land where it's like, okay, what do I do with the ball now? I'm on the wing.
Nigga put himself in a fucked up position.
Hey, Twin, what you looking at?
You said what?
You looking at the numbers?
Yeah.
Like imagine me just dribbling up the court and you just stop dribbling for no reason.
Niggas bad, bro.
Who are some of the best teams in transition?
Okay, let me pull that up.
Transition defense. I'm just curious if it's like a personnel thing. I'm curious if like having like younger, more athletic players equal to being a better transition defensive team.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not saying it's LeBron's fault, but I know like realistically having a 40-year-old nigga, he's not running back on
that shit
defense too
ain't no.
much. Like he's
LeBron
not
ain't really
finna
getting
full
back on
sprint
some of
run
that
back
shit.
on
Well,
defense.
he'll get back when he's not the one that takes the shot. When he doesn't get back is when he like miss a layup or something, and then that's
And
when
Like,
he
bro,
trails.
and then AD
example,
already
you'll
AD's
miss a
not
late.
really a
You'll
full
miss a
sprint
late. Instead of
transition
trying to
defender
get back to play a little bit of D, you're gonna stand right there till y'all get the ball
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
Guess what?
Exactly though.
That's where he
you
don't
playing
get back.
4-on-5. You got somebody jogging back. It's 3-on-5. Wide open Tracy. Boom.
And then the 3-on-5, the three niggas who's back, motherfucker, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and fucking pick a random nigga out my hat.
Any of
Austin
them.
Reeves, Rui Hachimura,
Gabe
and Dalton
Vincent.
Connect. Motherfucker, nobody's scared of that. They just about to run their fucking set and get to the cup. That's not deterring nobody from finishing their layup on the transition. But yeah, that's why I just want to see. I wanted to see if it was like a personnel thing,
But like
or if it was
it's,
like
it's,
just
it's a little bit of
mentality.
everything because it's like you can have who's a good defending team. Let me say the Knicks, right? The Knicks are a solid defensive team with Bridges, OG, and fucking I don't know Josh Hart, right? They'll get back on D if they turn the ball over. They'll get back, shit like that. Like niggas who care about being on that defensive end. They'll attempt to go fucking play some type of defense versus Austin Reeves is gonna turn the ball over and just stare at you.
So yeah.
Okay.
Tween, hello.
Oh, my fault. Everything we just spoke to though, right? Isn't that partially on coaching? Like at some point, as a coach, you have to hold these niggas
like I
accountable.
just said, it's a part of it.
I think partially, partially for sure. I think, how can I put it? I think what JJ said last night was also true though. Is part of it is definitely coaching because you got to be able to get through to your guys. Also though, this is why like how people read the whole Darvin JJ thing. It doesn't really make a lot of sense because you can tell clearly there is a plan that needs to be executed. There is a strategy. There is a strategy to be executed. Before there was no strategy, so they weren't executing shit because they were just out there. Now you can tell that there's direction, but the execution is just piss poor. The guys are not executing the scheme, even if the scheme is flawed. Even if you execute a flawed scheme well, you can still, be better than not executing a flawed scheme well, if that makes sense. Like you can at least give me a baseline and say, oh, this scheme is ass, or we got to change this up. These guys aren't even executing the basics of the scheme on each end of the court like correctly. When they do, it looks good, but when they don't, it doesn't. And so like if the scheme looks good when you execute it and it's clearly able to be executed, it's a repeatable thing, then I'm not going to put that on the coaching as much. But the effort and stuff, yeah, you can put that on coaching. You got to get through to your guys, and guys either want to do that or not. But the scheme and on the court is definitely night and day. But guys are not putting forth the effort in this stretch, at least these last 6 games, to execute it.
You see, OG, question for you.
Does the strategy fit the personnel?
That's a good question. Because even if
deep,
there is a strategy, if it's not fitting the personnel, then that doesn't mean nothing. And that's
I think on defense, we've spoken to. That's probably my one big criticism of JJ is the switching. How easily they switch. That does not fit the personnel. 2 things on that though. Well, 1 thing on that. There's not really a scheme that fits this team. Defense personnel wise, the offense, yeah, it fits perfectly. The offense is perfectly designed for this team. The defense is where I would have some make some changes. But then again, like we said, you either got the guys or you don't. There's not a lot of schemes for this defensive personnel on this team as it currently stands that are gonna make them even slightly below average defensive team.
All right.
There you go. That's a team right there. Hello. Oh, speaking of OG, the fucking Rockets, right? If
Yeah,
Fred
I know
VanVleet turned
they have. I
look,
know they're a good
if Fred VanVleet turned the ball over, guess what? Amen, Tari, and Dylan Brooks. You know they gonna
They're
run back.
sprinting back. They're
If
sprinting
Dylan
back.
Brooks don't
No
go back,
question.
Tari Eason and Amon is back. Amon don't go
And those
back.
are bodies that
Yo,
can deter somebody from the rim.
That's what I'm about to say.
Those
You see
are
what I'm
that's the
saying?
lost
Like they
guys
gonna
that
go
they
so
back. They
look,
gonna get
Yes.
back.
That's
I
the thing.
got
It's
the
not
number
just that
pulled up.
they're getting back.
20
They
minutes
can
later,
do
Twin.
something when they do get back.
I was doing
Yeah, I'm about to
You
say
see what I'm
those are
saying?
actual
They can
like
affect the
bodies that
shot. Like
are running back specifically to play defense. Like
Yeah.
if
Almond
they
is
see
running
Fred
back with
Van
bad
Vliet back
intentions,
there, they
but you're
like,
not just gonna go up and get a
Mm-hmm.
layup easily with Almond Thompson around you, gang. Like that shit not the same with Austin. I keep saying the name, but I don't got no choice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the same with Austin Reeves
Not the
and
same,
fucking
bro.
yeah. Like it's a difference in personnel, and that's a good example, BJ. Like but even then, right? Even with them not being defensive players, though, as the coach, you still have to say something if you see them lagging.
J
Like,
Ricks
They
bro,
was
do.
good. J
I
He
Ricks.
know you
does.
don't think you're a good defender, bro, but you got to go fucking wave your arms and stop somebody from at least making that first initial layup. Now, if somebody follows up and you feel me, that's something that's not your responsibility. You did what you could do, but
I
you
will
have
say
to
they
at least
have been
stop
doing
that
more
first
of that.
initial layup.
They have been doing more of that recently. It just doesn't look like it because again, when they get back, it's look who get back. It's not really it's not doing nothing. Or defensively awareness wise, sometimes they'll get back and they'll foul. Like they do dumb shit because they're just not good or aware defenders. So like they'll get back, but they won't. Okay, you got back and you fouled when you shouldn't have. Trying to stop somebody because like sometimes they'll get back and put two like I said, Dalton will get back and he'll be in the picture. It's like he'll foul when he shouldn't foul. Instead of getting his body in good position to actually get a okay contest, he'll just try to wrap a guy up, but the guy still get the layup off foul and one. He got back, but look what happened.
Yo, Ev, you see what I just sent you? You
Yeah,
put that up, my
I'm
dog.
pulling it up. Let's see what this is. J Ricks, what's good, by the way, Brody?
So this is what the league-wide points per possession is in transition defensive ranks. The Lakers is bottom 27 percentile, so they're third worst team as a transition team. Teams are getting them 118 points per possession. League average is 113.
what is Spurs at, Twin?
Hello?
Yo, hello?
What is Spurs
Yeah.
at?
You said what? You said where's the players at?
Where's the Spurs?
I think B Moore's hitting on a lot of things on the nose in the chat, to be honest.
Yeah, be more.
Oh, he
You
is.
dropping some good little notes for sure.
Yeah, he's hitting on a lot of things in the chat.
Our defense dropped a little bit with Sohan being out. Now Sohan back. Oh my, we about to look at sweet.
Look where Spurs is 114, so they're 12th. So they're middle.
Okay. That's how I like that figure. Right around.
That's just transition, right?
Yeah, just transition defense. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad though. That's actually good.
No, our regular defense. We probably right there around the same as in total defense.
The top 10 is OKC, Houston, Orlando, Golden State, Clippers, Memphis, Minnesota, Cleveland, Dallas, and Boston.
And
for the most
like
part,
I said,
every single
the
one of
first
those
two
teams have got all of them damn near.
Look,
Except for maybe
the first two got them guys that's gonna get back. Lou Dort, gonna get back. Caruso, gonna get back. Like
and other guys, they got some gritty guys. You got Shea, who's always in the passing lanes. You got Aaron, what's his name?
Wiggins.
Yep.
Casey Wallace.
Yep. They got a lot. The Lakers don't got that. Like they gotta play Max Christie and Cam Reddish. They need that.
They don't got bro, because the Lakers don't have no niggas with heart, bro.
Bro, it's all good,
that
bro.
go out there
Vando coming back, bro.
Bro, when they play Chris,
I heard Vando the boogeyman, bro. He about to make all this shit right again, bro.
When they
if he had two functioning feet, he could.
You know what? But like, nigga, that's the other.
What's the top five, Twin?
Top 5 best transition defenses?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's OKC number 1, Houston number 2, Orlando, Golden State, and the Clippers. That's the top 5 best.
Like that. Look at those teams' personnel on that end of the court. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
We can talk about coaching at the end of the day, but all of those 5 have the guys. They got the guys on that end of the court to do that.
Yeah.
And they got the coaches that will say, "Oh, you're not gonna get back. Okay, get the fuck out the game. We're gonna put somebody who is gonna get back."
Yeah.
That's the part I like, BJ, because I can't, Jordan. If I heard you right, if I think I heard you right, that's why I came up here. But are you saying that y'all have a decent scheme? I think and the scheme was more on the offensive side, but dudes just won't. They just won't always do it at a high level. Did I hear you say that?
That they all still have like their lazy tendencies in terms of like I mentioned, D'Lo terminating his dribble for no reason. I mentioned trying to force passes for no reason. I mentioned right now also we're not shooting well as of late. Like those are things that are going to undermine the effectiveness of your scheme. You're going to get some open shots. It's going to undermine the effectiveness of the scheme. You're trying to force a pass that's not there instead of swinging the ball to the other side, which is the whole offense. Like is movement, cutting, passing. It's going to undermine it. You terminating your dribble 28 feet from the basket for no reason. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get into your sets.
Yeah, I don't know. I just that kind of caught my attention because if you got a scheme that works and guys just not doing it, but I honestly thought he was talking about more on the defensive side of the ball because I would have a real big problem with that.
Oh yeah,
We got
nah.
we got the guys, we got the length, and we got guys willing to do it. But it also started with coach not settling, not letting niggas just say, okay, well now I know you ain't that kind of play, nigga. If you don't get back to BJ's point, you ain't gonna play. If you don't at least try, you won't play.
I
And I
think
think
they're
that's
trying. I think they are trying more than people. Like some, I'm not gonna. Of course, sometimes, a lot of the times, like probably, I would say it's a 50-50 thing for me. 50% of the time, it's effort as far as them so far on the end of the court. But a lot of times, you look, they actually are trying. Like that mixed executed switch between D'Lo and Rue is a perfect example of what happens a lot of times. That ends to a wide open back cut. It looks to the naked eye like, oh, they just didn't try. But no, they just are not aware or good defenders. So it's going to look like that. But if you go back and actually watch the playback, they tried. They're not aware defenders. They're not good at it.
The funniest thing that really made me look at this transition shit is the T-Wolves game. Because I looked it up. The T-Wolves were dead last in transition opportunities, 8th worst points per possession, and dead last in points per game. They had a team high, a season high points in transition when they played the Lakers. Like you talking about not even teams that are good in transition were having just it's like a layup fest. Like I don't know what's going on. No funny like
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm happy y'all are seeing. Like I've said it earlier in the season, and not you, but some people thought I was just like trying to take credit away from another team. Like, oh, you saying you're losing because the other team is not trying. You just not trying because your team is just like no. You watch this and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a lot of unforced stuff. You'll watching or guys is not being able to do like I just talked to Robert OG. You watching, you'll see, and you watching and you seeing.
Okay. All right. Overall, good conversation, good context between.
That
when
was
it
a
comes
good W.
to-
Let me get Tween. Let me because we don't do this a lot. Tween, you deserve some flowers for that segment. That was an A++ segment from you, Tween. A++.
1,000%.
appreciate it, guys. My dogs.
1,000%.
Well, y'all jazzed up Tween for that, but not me for damn near creating that host. Man, that's
Good
crazy.
job,
Okay.
Lo. Good job, Lo. Good questions, Lo. Good questions.
I damn near put that shit in his lap. What the fuck?
Black
You threw the
people always
lob to the rim, bro. Okay.
want to still shine, dog. This shit crazy. It do feel like every game that they play, this one person is going to score 30 points. And that's Franz Wagner, I'm sorry. He had 35 points last night for the Magic over the Sixers, who played without Paul George, the back-to-back, I believe. Also played without Embiid. Who knows what's going on with that situation or his situation in Philly. Jerry McCain, I think, led them in scoring with 24 points. He was 10 for 17 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3. Maxey struggled. I think most Sixers fans say he's struggling so far this year. He had 16 points last night. Like I said, probably not much for me to add. Ooh, excuse me. Q Sim say Maxey have an average game. Wagner. Oh, Franz Wagner. Okay. QSim say Maxey has an average game and they win. But Franz, he something different going on with him in Orlando right now. Like this ain't no regular shit. Like to be
I
able to
wonder
do
what it
this
is.
on a game to game to game to game basis
He
without the
having a
best
hot run.
player playing is super duper impressive to me. They obviously already have the team and all the surrounding pieces to be able to win ball games if Franz is not playing or if Paulo is not playing. Credit to Anthony Black, Mo Wag, Jonathan Isaac, Tristan Da Silva, Jalen Suggs. Wendell's good to see him back. And all, they have a good team. They have a good team, 1 through 10, 1 through 9, whatever you want to say. And then they have a guy that can drive the boat. Could drive the boat. 35 points for Franz last night, 7 rebounds. He's averaging similar to Tyler Hero. I want to give Tyler Hero some props real quick. 24.
Wait, what?
5, similar to Tyler, they're averaging the same, bro. Why you saying wait what? They're averaging the same on the season. I'm not
Why
making
you
it
just
up.
throw Tyler Hero out there though? Like,
Because
why
he's
you
literally
tell us what
averaging.
bro?
He's averaging the same exact thing Tyler was averaging, 24, 5, and 5, bro. That's all I was doing.
They got
That's
those
all.
because they 2 Florida teams, low. That's why he did that.
No, because they're 2 guys that shining this year. You know what I'm saying? Like they both shining. They both shine in their respective conference for their respective teams. Now it's more present for the Magic side of things because he's doing it without Paulo, who's deemed or viewed as their best player. It's not like Hero, who was doing it without Jimmy, by the way, but been doing it without Jimmy for an extended period of time. Like, Franz is doing this without Paulo for an extended period of time, probably since like game 11 or 12. And they've been winning a lot of ball games. If I check the standard, they're probably like 8-2 in their last 10. If anything, 7-3. Okay, so 8-2 in their last, 8, like I said, 8-2 in their last 10. So they're 16-8 on the season. They balling their ass off. They know what they want to do offensively. They know what they want to do defensively. They have an identity. And it all starts there. KCP also having good games in the stretch that they having right now as well. So shout out to that. Really, I don't got nothing to say about the Philly side of things, bro. They disappointed season so far to start. Embiid speedy recovery. And I expect Paul George to obviously play next game. He was a back-to-back, so I think he sat out. Let me make sure. I think it was a back-to-back.
What's their record?
Back-to-back. I want to say like 4-16, bro. Let me check. They're 5-15.
I really don't want to put a plug on them niggas, but god damn, them niggas look bad, bro.
They ass. I mean, they're just not that good. I mean, I think
It
the
all
team's not
starts.
that
It's
good.
funny, right? Last year, it was all hoo-ha, kikis, and giggles for Tyrese Maxey. But when I told y'all niggas, this is who Tyrese Maxey really is, nobody want to listen. Everybody called me a hater, and that's okay. It's a long season.
Bro, what?
Yeah, I don't know how you just jumped that to Maxey.
What
Like,
the fuck?
It's like you never talk about basketball games. You just push straight agendas. Like you just so agenda driven. You never talk about no games. Like how do you jump to Maxey with that? He had a bad game. Cool. Q Sim said, yeah, average game. It probably would have been better.
The same way you talked about Franz Wagner.
All right.
I think what makes it, let's say Embiid does get healthy, I think what makes it even more difficult is like when KD gets hurt, right? His style of play is really easy to reintegrate into a team. Trying to reintegrate Embiid not only to this team, but when you have a new big 3, even when he is healthy, it's just another part of the hurdle.
Yep. Exactly. How are you still utilizing Jerry McCain? Because at the end of the day, he's there to help your big 3. He's having a good start to the season. So they thought they were going to go with the starting lineup of Maxey and McCain in the backcourt. They quickly switched that. Did they go back to that last night? Let me check. But they quickly switched that. Yeah, they went back to that. I don't know. I don't even know if they know what they want to do. Honestly, they're shuffling. They started KJ. So Drummond didn't even play either. So damn, they started KJ Martin and Yabu. So they were small last night.
Nah, bro. Drummond been out. Drummond been out for a minute.
Drummond's out too. So like, yeah, they went. Damn.
Yeah.
So Nurse benched him because he was missing shots. So
That's why you've been seeing a lot of Yabu Sally.
I thought they moved Yabusele to the 4 when Drummond was playing though.
I'm
I
talking
could have
about with
sworn
Drummond being out.
Oh, but either way, he got moved into the starting lineup. If I'm not mistaken. Regardless, if I'm not mistaken. Q
But
Sims
even
probably
with,
bro.
but even that with in that old terrible ass East, with
Yeah, they moved
it's
him to the starting
crazy
lineup.
that they 2.5 games back of the 10th spot and 3 games
Yeah,
back of 8. That's crazy.
yeah. Yeah, the 10th seed right now in the East got not KJ. I'm saying Yabusele Ben got moved into the starting lineup. Q Sims Drummond last game probably was just Rockets game right here, and Yabusele was still started regardless. With KJ coming off the bench.
I thought he took out Yabusele for a period of time. I don't know.
I could have sworn Yabusele was started the last 3, 4, 5 games somewhere in that ballpark. But yeah, to credit to what OG was saying, I mean they had 15 losses, and they only played 20 games compared to the Pacers who played 23 games and had 14 losses. So it's like, I mean, that's what makes it so hard to you can't pull the plug on them yet. Still 62 games to go for them. But damn, bro. I mean, it's tough in Philly right now, bro. It's tough in Philly right now. And Q Sim saying Nick Nurse hasn't been good this year. So that's another thing that they're gonna have to overcome on top of what Jordan was just saying when it comes to reintegrating one Embiid's game, who also came out like a week ago and said he don't like how he's being utilized. So it's like I don't know, bro. It's some gonna be some funny shit going on in Philly, bro. There's gonna be some funny things going on in Philly. Just put it like that. I don't know. I'm not writing them off. I do think they can still be a good team in the Eastern Conference, and we'll see what happens in a couple of months or whatever the case may be, if Embiid actually ever gets healthy, to be able to play numerous games in a row for them. Not really be more. Process is like whatever it is, what it is type of thing. Like he's more so Eagles driven right now. So it's like whatever. Yeah, process really don't have anything new. He's just like whatever, really will process. So that's the fourth. That's the fourth game from yesterday. 2 more to go. Bucks versus the Hawks. Hawks are on a 5-game winning streak, and I mean, bro, I'm impressed personally. I'm personally impressed with this Hawks roster. 12-11. They beat some really good teams this year. I think it was they know they beat the Celtics. I know they beat the Bucks. I think it was the Cavs is the other team that they beat. Look no further than Jalen Johnson. Some can argue he's probably been the best player on the team this year overall, from an overall standpoint. Jalen Johnson, 23 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block, and he balling his ass off, like literally balling his ass off, offensively, defensively, in transition. You damn near doing it all. I like the shift that they did. So Risha say, didn't start the season starting. 11-10 was good. He didn't start the season starting. Knicks, Cavs, 2 times, Celtics, and the Bucks. Thank you. He didn't start the season starting. But DeAndre Hunter got hurt. He was out for some time, or I think it was personal reasons, can't remember. Came back, and they're actually letting DeAndre excel off the bench. DeAndre Hunter's having a couple of good games for the Hawks off the bench. Bogdanovic returned sometime last week or within the last 2 weeks for sure. He had 15 points off the bench last night. So they sort of kind of know how their rotation and how their lineup is going to be with 3 really good players relative to their team coming off the bench. Onyeka, 13-6, DeAndre, 20-5, and then Bogdanovic, 15 and 5 assists with 5 steals. And then when from a starting lineup perspective, they know what they want to do. They know how they want to play. It's led by Trae Young from a playmaking standpoint. He's playmaking his ass off this year, leading the league in assists by far. But scoring wise, he took a dip in that standpoint this year, probably at 21, 22. And his efficiency is probably either at the same as last year or probably lower. Let me check because I do not like to talk without facts. I said something the other day that was not facts in here, bro, and I realized it wasn't facts after the show. I was pissed. Yeah, it's lower for sure. I'll be at 38% from the field this season, 30% from 3. I mean, he is struggling when it comes to his efficiency from a shot making perspective for Trae Young. But like I said, his assist total is up to 12 assists per game, and he already is at 263 total assists period. So that's one thing to point out for Trae.
Wait,
From a true,
the Hawks done beat my fault. The
no, you
Hawks,
good, yeah.
The Hawks didn't
What?
beat the Hawks didn't beat who most would consider probably the top 4 teams in the East. Pretty
Yep.
much.
Yep.
Damn.
12 and 11, 5-game winning streak.
Something to poo-poo on. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
exactly. Trey Young efficiency or true shooting went from 58 to 54 so far this season. So, like I said, he's struggling from an efficiency standpoint, but the playmaking is there 1,000%. And that's why I said one can argue their best player this season has been Jalen Johnson from an overall standpoint. Efficiency, defense, playmaking, rebounding, scoring. Jalen's probably at like 21, 23 points per game. So he's having a phenomenal year to start. They're on a mini 5-game winning streak, and they have a solid 8-9 guys that they want to put on a night-to-night basis. And then Dyson Daniels being the force that he is defensively for them on the perimeter, and then Capella still being Capella from a rebounding perspective. He had 17 rebounds last night, 6 offensive. And I mean, really shout out to the Hawks, man. The Milwaukee side of things, they're rolling, they're trending in the right direction, and good news hit their way this morning. Chris Middleton is expected to return tomorrow. So we'll see how many minutes he played. I was expecting to be super duper eased into the lineup. They don't want him to re-aggravate anything. They don't want him to miss any more time. They just want him to be healthy because, to be fair, the Bucks have never really seen, similar to the Heat. Quick example, by the way, I'm not trying to bring the Heat into it, but we didn't really see Terry, Hero, Jimmy, and Bam a lot last year. I really didn't get to see it at all. They didn't really get to see much of Middleton, Dame, and Giannis from a health perspective. Especially in the playoffs. Like when Middleton was playing, Dame Giannis got hurt. So we can finally really see that quote unquote big three get to operate together from a health perspective. Hopefully, he doesn't have to miss any more time, and hopefully, he can be eased into the lineup in the rotation. But Giannis shot 26 free throws. I think the Hawks shot like 22. Yeah, he shot 26 free throws himself. Was 15 for 26. And that's just not good. I mean, 15 for 26 on the free throw line, you got to make at least 20, 21 relative to who you are as a player. And that's why I remember one game earlier this year, Giannis shot like 16 for 17 from the free throw line. And I had said to Lily, well, I look at this box score, that's the most impressive thing to me. Because Giannis is a force. Let me find out what game it was. Damn, I said it right on the nose. 16 for 17. He had 59 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists against Detroit in overtime. The 59 points, I get it. Cool. Superstar player, dominant force, like I was just saying. You have 59 points in the NBA. That ain't nothing to just bypass. But if you can get 59 points while knocking down 16 out of 17 of your free throw attempts, that's pretty damn good. He had 31 last night. He had 31 last night, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, but 15 for 26 from the free throw line. That's a problem. Like, you got to be better at the line because you get there so damn often. He's averaging like 12 free throw attempts per game. 11 per game. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 11 per game. He's averaging 11 free throw attempts per game. Now, you look at his recent games, 26, 12, 17, 10, 11. So if you're going to shoot 26 free throws, at least give me 20. At least give me 21. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, he lead the league in free throw attempts.
Yeah, so that's all I'm asking for, bro. 11 said he got a midi, but still can't hit free throws. So listen, he's improving his game.
What's his percentage
got
on the year though?
free throw percentage. Good question.
Yeah.
Good question. Yeah, good question. I do not know his percentage on the year. That's actually a good question. Thank you for asking that. Good question. I'm so glad he back to dominating. We're not back to he been dominating, but damn, bro, he even took a drop in there. He had 61% from the free throw line.
61.
And he ain't been that low since 2019, 2020.
Hold on, you say 61?
Yeah, 61.
Oh no, that's
yeah, that's bro, he about to average 34 years in a row.
Yeah.
Bro, this man,
leading the league in scoring. Yeah, this on some like Shaq type time. Lead the league in scoring. You lead the league in free throw attempts at 60-something%, but still lead the league in scoring. That's fine.
Yeah, Giannis is he on some timing right now. 32 points per game, 11 rebounds, 6.6 assists, and a block with a steal and a half. Like, damn.
Good. What's insane about it, bro? Ain't nothing insane about somebody like Giannis getting 26 free throws, bro. Look like you got just Giannis.
Yeah.
Wait, Goods had the nerve to say something about that?
Like, I won't even.
I just said it wasn't the same. That's all.
Nah, I'm about to say, come on. Yeah, nah, you got that's crazy. You should not be saying that about that game. Your best player shooting free throws, maybe not at that rate, but he out there trying to get to the line too.
If his
And at
name was
least
Jordan
Giannis
School.
ain't out there flopping. He trying to attack the rim and niggas gotta foul him.
Yeah, quick question on Trey Young, real quick.
What's good?
Do you think his dip in production from a scoring standpoint is by design, or is he just a slump?
Slump. That's a great question, though. I think I would lean slump first. If it was by design, then I think his field goal attempts wouldn't be what it is. If that
Okay.
makes sense. And I don't know what his
Okay.
attempts is, so let me check. Well, let me read. Is that Byron? Byron.
Byron in
I
the
don't
meat
know what his
market.
attempts
Trey
is.
going 21 and 12 this year.
Oh, that was me. My bad.
Wait,
Nah,
go
you
up again.
good, bro.
Did I say 38%?
Yeah, you're not even listening again. You up here vibing.
Nah, what? Nah, I had to do something just now. I just came back.
Low
Nah, you
stakes,
yeah,
bro. What we talking
38%. 38% from the field, 30% from three. So I think that's the biggest dip
Man,
for
that's
me.
disgusting.
He's still shooting 16 and a half field goal attempts per game. So he down by 2 attempts. I guess it makes sense, but it's also the growth of Jalen Johnson, in my opinion, and him being like a for this team a true second option. Be more just said it's a slump, but it comes with a shot die. He's gonna have to back stretches like this, and I 1,000% agree. So I don't think it's by design. I more so would just lean slump. And again, a lot of that's due to his efficiency from the outside. He's a 3-point shooter. He's a guy that likes to shoot threes, close layups at the basket, or obviously dumping it off or lobbing the ball, just making good passes. Period. So I think it's a slump versus by design, personally, for me. What else was I saying? Oh, for the market side of things, yeah, Giannis. I mean, having a phenomenal season, man. 32, 11, and 6. That's just not nothing to scoff at. I'm glad Milwaukee also been turning things around as of late, last week and a half. So that's another good thing. Like I said, Middleton return only makes them better. Another guy that can operate, score for them, mini playmaker, whatever the case may be. Hopefully he's super duper ease. And I just wanted to give Jalen Johnson his flowers. It's 3 guys that's really been taking leaps. And there are some Western Conference guys, if anybody crossed your mind. But 3 guys in the Eastern Conference that have been taking some leaps offensively and just period as a player is Tyler Hero, Jalen Johnson, and Franz Wagner. So Wagner. So 3 quick guys that come to my mind is those 3. I can't think of anybody out west. Can y'all think of anybody out west or anybody else? Period.
I mean,
Anybody out west for what?
the way the Dallas edition's been playing recently, but it's not nothing.
Bro. I try to bring that up the other day because I said the other day actually to Shaggy. When you think about the last 365 days, who made the best moves for their roster? For me, it's the Dallas Mavericks, bro. Because you add PJ, you add Gafford, that's just the start, right? To get you to the Western Conference Finals, actually, and DJJ. And then you add Najee Marshall, you add Quentin Grimes, and then you bring back Dinwiddie, who also helped you play the Warriors or help you get past the Suns and play the Warriors a couple of years ago in the Western Conference Finals. In the Western Conference Finals. So when I look at who made the best moves over the last 365 days, I look at the Mavs, like at the top for me.
Yeah, they're right there. They definitely
more so young guys do more.
And they have an identity. That's the thing. It's not just guys. They have a true identity. They got the perfect types of players you surround your stars with. Gritty, just get out the mud guys who can hit open shot every now and
then. Yep. Yeah, young guys, man. Think of some young guys around the league, 20 to 24, 20 to 23, that just got better this year. That look like they just got better as a player. I look at Jalen Johnson. I look at Franz. I look at Hero. And I want to think of some more.
Norm.
You heard the age I say again?
Oh,
J-Dub, okay. I can give J-Dub a name. I think J-Dub is a good name. Let me check where he's at. I think J-Dub is a good name for that. Yeah, J-Dub is a good name, period, for that.
then. Clay Clay might not be in the top 4 Dallas editions in the past year, bro.
Yeah, he probably not, to be honest. But I think he's gonna come in handy. I
Yeah,
think
he
when the time
definitely.
is right, I think he's gonna. That's when he's gonna come in handy.
Yeah, he gonna have a
Sure.
couple. All you need him is to have a couple games in the playoffs.
Yep.
I'm not gonna hold. Nah, this I don't know. Based on last season, I feel like Giddy in Chicago is you know, I think he's hooping a little bit.
Nah, but Giddy had whatever. I don't know his numbers off the top of my head, but whatever numbers Giddy is doing right now, Giddy did this like 3 years ago.
But like, you don't think? I mean,
like it's like, is he really an actual better player? Like, does he? Let me check because I don't know his numbers. But I'm not. I would know. Like, I'm not. Yeah, he's only doing 12, 6, and 7. Like, that's not really better than what he did previously, is what I'm basically trying to say. Like, who's looking better and also performing better? I think Giddy is doing sort of kind of way he did already before. Like 12, 6, and 7. That's shit that I seen Giddy do. 16. He gave me 16. He gave me 16, 8, and 6 before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he gave me 12, 8, and 6 already before his rookie year, by the way. So him doing 12, 6, and 7 is like, okay.
And like,
you know, it's like
coming guys that rolls out from nowhere type joint. Like,
not nowhere, but you can just clear as day see they're a better player and also performing as such.
I mean, I'll say, I mean, you gotta say my young nigga Anthony Black. I feel like he getting opportunity. He hooping.
Nah, that's got you. I think you're throwing names out there. So could Anthony Black
Eyes closed.
Bro, what?
Yeah, I think you're throwing names out a little bit. Like
he hooping.
Like Black
He
just
talking
said,
about niggas making like not necessarily star level leaps,
exactly.
but yeah, no, but you talking about
no,
niggas
he
making
said
minimal.
he's talking about
You talking about
he's talking about
niggas
me.
making-
Yeah.
You talking about like guys?
Jaren is a good name. Jaren's a good name. Black Hodgie just said Brandon Miller.
yeah,
I need to see it continue a little bit more for Brandon. Brandon is a great name.
Yeah,
Scotty
I
Barnes.
like Brandon Miller.
Nah,
To
Scotty,
confirm, you said
he
niggas
put-
that's playing that made a.
Scotty Barnes not doing anything he hasn't done. He's an all-star. He was 20 something a game.
You talking about? You talking about niggas that made a leap? You said.
So I was just thinking real quickly, like when I think of guys that only look better as a player and also performing as such, I thought of three quick guys in the Eastern Conference: Franz, Jalen Johnson, Tyler Hero. No jokes. Jokes aside, Tyler Hero. All three of those guys to me took leaps or taking leaps offensively and then looking like a better player completely overall. 1000%. You can't throw out names like Anthony Black because we're not really seeing that as much. Maybe because that's an opportunity thing. But
You said really offensively, right?
Just period overall as a player. But yeah,
I like that Grady pick.
Grady.
I like that Grady Dick.
Grady. Okay, yeah, he been hurt for a little. No, we're not making no list. He been out for a little minute, but yeah, Grady. Okay, Grady's a good name for that. I did say out west be more, but Grady. What about Grady? How y'all feel about Grady? I don't know if I'm ready to say Grady for that yet.
He just giving out.
Is it just that because Grady has been playing well though? But like I'm saying, like is it based? Are you saying like that's just them now, or they've just been playing well? Because I don't know if that's for just Grady yet. Like we gotta see him.
You said out west only, or can we talk?
Grady's a good name. Grady's actually a good name. I haven't seen Grady with the RJ Quickly and Scotty. Like, what is he gonna do alongside? Grady's a good name. No, I'm not taking it away from that for how he been playing. Grady's a good name. I like Grady.
How you
Grady's
feel about Peyton?
Peyton's a good name. I like Peyton. Peyton's a good name. Yeah,
Peyton is a good name. That's definitely a good name.
That's one of the top names.
Yeah, I think
that's better than Anthony Black.
Yeah, for real, top two. Yeah,
Peyton's a great
Anthony
name.
Black. Shit.
What about?
No, I'm saying no. Twins and Anthony Black. I'm saying that's better than freaking Anthony Black.
I wasn't looking like as the gotta be like, oh, this is the Jalen. This is a 5-point leap. I'm looking at it like he's playing. The stats might not back it up, but this nigga's one of the best defenders. Like, you know, that type.
Yeah, Dyson.
I don't know if the stats gonna back it up, but that kid in Chicago, I like his game. Ayo.
I knew exactly.
Nah, it ain't. Yeah, but he ain't gonna fit. He ain't gonna fit this though.
Black, he not really. He's talking about like at least 15 points a game.
Yeah, I figured
like
it wouldn't
leap, you know.
Bro, it's basically simple put. When you think of most improved players,
like
everybody wins. everybody that wins the most improved player award, they took a leap.
Phoenix.
I don't think you can hear me. Go ahead. Fuck, I'll let him finish. You cutting out, twin. Go ahead.
My fault. I said like what Mikal did when he went to like Phoenix and he went to Brooklyn. He was hooping a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's example like that. So it's basically just like think of somebody that's taking a leap offensively from a most improved player perspective. So you're going from 13 to 18, 18 to 23, somewhere in that ballpark, 24, whatever the case may be, from a most improved player perspective, and then maintaining that play. I think Franz is maintaining his play. Jalen is maintaining his play. Hero's maintaining his play. Jaren Jackson maintaining his play. Peyton Pritchard is maintaining his play. And all the other names I was said, which were good names. I like that. So Graham definitely been hooping 11-10. So yeah, that was a quick
I know
little
we
thought.
I know we talking about offense, but my nigga men, he took a defensive leap.
1,000%.
Next segment.
What 1,000%. And
even though RJ Barrett took a leap, but he hasn't really done that though. He hasn't been like a.
RJ is a good name for that conversation, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, RJ is a good name. Yeah, RJ is a good name. And if you can say respectfully, if you can say Tyler Hero, you can say RJ Barrett.
How big does the leap have to be? Does it need to be like do you need to average like, let's say you're averaging like 4 points and then you start averaging 11 points? Would that be considered or not?
I think y'all overthinking it.
Yeah. I don't know what players go from 4 to 11. I don't know about that. Listen, it was a quick thought. We don't gotta drag this. I do want us to rank while it's still early. Who's been the 10 best players in the NBA this season so far? That's gonna be in playback. But
oh god,
yeah, that's going to be in playback.
Just drop the bomb like that.
Yo, I got a phone call.
I feel like he was playing at a high level.
Jerome.
I think Chet was on the trajectory to fit this. He just didn't play enough games.
Yeah, well, that's like before Chet got hurt.
Yeah, with a topic, okay.
I think you're throwing names out there, twin. Like Ty Jerome. Like,
yeah, no funny. Twin, you said Ty
Jerome. He trying to be fake woke, bro. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, reel it in, look.
Why the fuck you just say Ty Jerome?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Bro, have you, bro?
No, he's playing good basketball, twin. He's playing good basketball, but it's not to.
Don't try to force it and make it sound like this is some woke statement, bro. Chill,
man.
I heard a nigga. I say Amen Thompson. I can't say Ty Jerome.
He said from a defensive perspective.
Stop. You might as well say motherfucking
he was up 30. You was up 31 points earlier, bro. Just go see a little prevent defense.
Yeah, he ain't going back down.
He said go to prevent defense.
We probably make a list of that and playback too. For what I was saying, we probably gonna make a list of that and playback too. From what I was just saying, but real quick to circle back before we head to playback in a minute. Last game of last night, man. Wolves, Clippers. I mean, they was up like 30, 35 points in the second or third quarter, bro. It was an ugly game. Wolves got to win 108-80. Randall had a great first half. Finished with 20 points overall in the game. Yeah, you see a lot of these. Nobody even played 30 minutes for Wolves. I have really nothing to add to this game. Really, I was just highlighting it. Harden was 1 for 10, 1 for 6 from 3 with 5 points. Bones Highland got to play. You know, he had 18 points. He led them in scoring off the bench. He actually checked in early too. What'd you say, twin?
I said I was just saying Busy Bones, just his nickname.
Yeah, he checked in early too. So that's a good thing for him. Whoever that was trying to come to the stage, try it again, and you will be granted. Minnie got the best defense in the league over the last 5 games, 11-10 coming in with facts and stats. Anthony Everett, when that 3 ball don't fall, is spooky. Bro, y'all be so funny in the chat, dog. Y'all
it be
That's
so
a dumb comment because he was 4 for 9 last night.
Yeah, I'm just laughing. Like, y'all be so funny in the chat, yeah. Like,
I never understood that comment.
It was 4 for 9 last night. It's just 2-point shooting. The problem.
Hey, shit, y'all gotta clean that shit up.
Yeah, man. So that was a sleep from last night. I'm going to edit the whole Lions and Packers thing out of the title real quick. I'm gonna just ask the stage in the chat. Well, I'm not gonna edit out the title. I'm asking the stage in the chat, who y'all got winning this Thursday night football game tonight? Packers versus Lions. Can you drop your winner in the chat? Let me see who's home.
What's the spread? We're home.
I keep it a bean with you, Ev. I've kind of like sort of decided in my head the Lions winning the Super Bowl this year. So bro, I'm going with the Lions today.
Bro, the season's not even over yet, bro. How can you decide so quickly?
Packers from Chan, 11-10 Lions, Packers CG, Russ Bears Lions by 3. The spread is -3, by the way, Jordan Woods. The Lions got a lot of injuries, I think, bro. I think I've seen something that's more than like they got like 7 guys or something like that.
Oh, they come. Wait, you're right. Hold on, because I definitely just said something. Let me see the time.
Both these teams have injuries, though. Both these teams have injuries.
Injury report.
Damn, it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I think Lions get the win at home. I think obviously Gibbs and Montgomery and St. Brown, all 3 of those guys have good games. So if you bet, you can probably look into that. Maybe even Josh Jacobs have a good game on the ground as well. With Jaden Reed in the passing game or Christian Watson. So both teams are injured. I'm gonna just go with the Lions to win this game, but I would like the Packers to win. Just for what I want for the league. You know, I want Lions fans to cool out just a little bit. Just chill just a little bit.
Bro, why them people gotta chill, bro?
Just a little bit.
People like people being excited to watch their team. Man,
why you hating on them, bro? Just cause
I'm not hating, game.
That wasn't even they didn't day. 11-1 or 12-1. What it is?
They 11-1 right now.
11-1.
They done been through enough, bro. Let them fucking have it, bro.
Let us
no funny. I would love
nigga,
they done been through enough, my nigga. You tripping? Talking about some
bro, you popping with us, bro. You be losing followers. You be losing followers.
I want the Lions.
It would be nothing wrong with the Lions winning, bro. I would rather see them win.
Nah, I'm like that. I'm be so unhinged if we was 11-1, bro. Could y'all imagine?
Ever be here talking about how y'all the best team in the league, bro?
Nah,
bro,
I just think
nigga be losing followers.
They a great team. I'm fine with them winning ball games, but for the parity of it or just the more balance, I would like for the Packers to go to 10-3. The Lions drop to 11-2, and I think the Eagles are 10-2. Like just
wow.
I just want to see it shape out just a little bit, like just a little bit, bro. Like
ain't you the same person who say an 8-5 Ravens team is the best team in the NFL?
I made that tweet when we were not 8-5, obviously. So what's the point of that?
but I've seen you go back and re-quote it and stand on it.
Of course, because I said it. I gotta stand on that. You ever heard of stand on business?
I
gotta stand on it.
What's the spread on the game?
I want the Lions to win, bro. That shit turn. I want the Lions to win.
It's an even game.
I might got the.
You get -3 for being at home.
Yeah, the 3 points for being at home.
I might got the Packers tonight, bro.
You serious?
No way, Jordan. You for real, Jordan?
No, for real. Because we're hurt, very hurt.
That injury report.
Y'all, bro, Jordan, y'all defensive injury report is insane.
Y'all
got so many folks on IR, bro. It's crazy.
It's not even just that they're hurt. It's they're hurt up front, like on both sides of the ball. This game, Decker's not playing tonight either. So
who's not playing, Jordan?
Decker, our
Taylor Decker not playing?
Yeah, you're not playing.
Damn.
Decker and Reed are not playing. So
who that trying to come on the stage?
Okay.
They missed. Let y'all know right now, we win the Super Bowl. We're gonna have the best parade y'all ever seen. Y'all don't realize,
bro. That shit gonna be so lit, bro. That shit gonna be so lit, bro. It'll be bumps everywhere, nigga.
What the fuck?
That shit gonna be turned.
Why the fuck you going? Why you going?
Who said niggas was going?
Nigga, I'm going. Fuck it, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Detroit ain't shit but 3.5 hours away. I'm definitely gonna lie. That'd be a good ass party.
Nigga, you think that shit gonna be? That shit.
Wait, what the fuck going on? Niggas gonna go to Detroit for the Super Bowl parade for what? Y'all don't even fans of Detroit.
Nah,
you said the same shit, bro. I've heard you say you gonna go to another team Super Bowl parade, bro. I heard you say that, bro. Stop.
I hope that one.
I never said that.
Yes, you have.
I never in my life said about no team.
I gotta pull up. You hear me?
Hell no.
I ain't gonna lie, brother.
I need that one fan that turn.
Man, look, Jordan, y'all win the Super Bowl. Oh God, I'll be in Detroit. No cap, I hit your phone.
Oh, matter of fact, I know exactly what Byron talking about.
Hey, Byron, I know who you talking. I know who you talking about too, Byron.
Byron, I knew what you were saying as soon as you called my name.
Hey, turn, nigga. I'm paid. Hey, look.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That'll be lit in Detroit though.
Like if the Lions was to win the bowl, bro.
The whole state of that shit'll be lit.
It would be a week-long party, bro. it would be something you've never seen before. I'm not
The
even
strip
exaggerating,
club's
bro.
gonna go
They
crazy. The
gonna have the
bottle girls
fucking
finna go
city going
crazy.
Oh
crazy,
my
bro.
god,
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
even care about
buffs
the city
Ghetto
like
boys
that.
everywhere.
gonna be back outside fucking around.
Nah,
Oh
I don't
God,
even care for
Lo.
that.
Nah,
Hey,
that would be crazy, bro. Youngsters may
yeah,
not
talking
know,
about
but
so
bro,
why you
Detroit is
going?
a
Man, it's a
Detroit a
party.
legendary ass city, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Them
You
niggas
said
getting
what?
Detroit a legendary ass city. Like
Oh yeah,
youngest may not know like that, but
They
bro,
don't
them
know.
legendary,
niggas,
Byron.
man, them niggas win a Super Bowl. Oh,
The niggas
Oh
won a
my
Super
nigga,
Bowl,
god.
bro. It's over with. No cap.
man, boy.
Ari, I seen that too. They realized fire Eric Bieniemy, bro. That's crazy.
I mean,
Nobody
they were
likes
asked
him.
this year on offense.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Who
They were
fired him? The
really careful.
Commanders?
Look
No,
at
No,
D-Mac
nigga,
come.
UCLA.
Look at
UCLA.
D-Mac
Oh
come in and
damn. Well, I guess he angry.
Well,
That's crazy.
From college as an
I heard
NFL.
y'all was talking about the Packers and Lions game.
Yeah, who you got winning tonight, man?
So I am picking the Packers. I thought that earlier in the season that the Lions had a pretty good advantage given the way that their team was set up going into that game against the Packers, especially because
you like the Packers more than the Lions this year, period, don't you?
I like the Packers more than the Lions going into the season. I think the Lions have been the better team, and I think that they have a better chance of coming out of the NFC right now. But I do think the Packers still can win that conference. I do believe that. But specifically for this game, you can look right at that injury report, and the Packers are missing some guys too. But that defensive front right now for the Lions is down a few guys, to say the least. The front seven in general. And so I think the Packers are set up to kind of go in the dome and be better equipped than they were kind of with Jordan Love has first game back, struggled in the first half versus the Lions in that first matchup. I think the Packers may be coming out with a better ability to get some things done from this standpoint. I think it'll be a good game, though, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions win. I'm not saying like the Packers are for sure winning, but I'll be picking the Packers in this one. And I still think the Packers are a title contender. I truly do believe that, even though I think that they'd be fifth on my list.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Well said. Everybody, if y'all did not hear the news, and majority y'all probably did hear, y'all can start y'all list now. Who are the top 10 players in the NBA to date? Who have been the top 10 players in the NBA to date? As of December 5th, just this season.
Thank you.
No projections, people. No projections.
October 22nd through December 5th, who have been the top 10 players in the NBA? And then we also going to look at, like I was saying earlier, some guys that have risen or rose or just been performing better as a player compared to what they did last year overall. So, yeah, D-Mac, thank you. Anybody else want to chime in who they got winning tonight's game?
I low key got the. I want to say the Lions for the. Wouldn't this be a sweep if they beat the Packers again?
Yep.
But I mean, I didn't realize.
What was your first game?
I already knew about the one injuries on the defense, but I didn't know about the offensive line injuries. So I
definitely didn't know.
I want to say the Lions. But I think the Packers keep it a little closer. And they might pull it out at the end, to be honest. But I mean, the Lions are a good football team. They find ways to win. They find ways to win all season. So I would not be surprised if they win despite their injuries.
I do want to ask for the Lions fans that we have up here. I don't know if it's just Jordan or whatever. How's my guy Ennis Rakestraw been doing? I haven't really paid attention to him too much.
You said who?
Defense. Ennis Rakestraw.
Oh yeah, he hurt too. But before he got hurt, he was playing well.
Okay.
He was playing very well. I like him. I like his activity. Like he's
Who you talking about, Jordan?
Rakestraw. He's out too though. So
damn.
He was
all
really
these folks
good
gonna be back by the end of the season to come to playoff time?
Some of them will, some of them won't. But the most important ones outside of well, Rodrigo, I think he's out for the year too though. But as long as Campbell's there, as long as Anzalone's there, we cool. We good.
DJ Reader supposed to come back too, right?
Going on over
Reader's supposed to
Nick Byron.
My Byron living in the 80s. He over there imagine if the fucking Lions win a Super Bowl for real. About going to Detroit for real.
Why is Sly hating and saying Detroit is never appeared?
I don't know, bro.
Niggas,
I guess niggas don't realize how black of a city Detroit is, bro. That should be turned. That should be lit, nigga. On life.
That's what I'm saying. Though that'll
be a fat ass party,
bro. if they go and they win, nigga, that city is gonna
You
be
talking about the
moving.
black people? The white people gonna be the ones that's really get this shit turned up.
But think about it, bro. That was talking about having a good time when Big Meech got the deal. Imagine they win a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, Miles, I just can't see them beating Mahomes, man. I think he's just too
Win a
good.
Man,
Super
I ain't
Bowl
gonna
with
lie,
Big Meech
man.
being out of jail.
Nigga, I'm
They
making, bro.
said
I'm making, bro. I'm
Pittsburgh
making that
and
3-hour drive so damn fast,
They
boy.
gonna
I'm
think it's the
like,
best year
Hey,
Detroit ever
Byron,
had.
you said that, Byron? That's true.
They
You said
seeing
Detroit like
right
an
out
up
the gate.
north New Orleans. Did I just hear that? I thought when I just heard that. Byron said that?
he said that. Yeah, he said that.
When it come, it would be for that.
It
One
would, it
thousand
would be,
percent.
Okay.
and in the
1000%.
terms of like a celebration, that would it would
Oh
be
my
turned up.
god,
Like Detroit
absolutely.
get down, bro. Like no cap.
Okay.
Niggas be sleeping on Detroit because of like just the
Oh,
overall
Renzo, my fault.
presence of the city.
You feel like the style? You feel like the style up North New Orleans? Like, bro?
Man, hell
Oh,
no,
bro, here we go.
no, hell no, we not even do
Nigga
that.
shot that shit down.
Hey,
Detroit go get
question,
down, no kidding.
question real quick, y'all. Y'all hear me through my microphone, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, yeah, and while we're here on the NFL, before we switch to playback, we'll talk about top 10 players in the NBA so
on the radio. My fault.
top 10 players in the NBA so far, and etc. I do want to know y'all thoughts on obviously some news that I woke up to. Y'all know I was down bad the past couple of days. I'm obviously hosting. I'm here today. I feel good today. Deontay Johnson. My quick thoughts before anybody come you off. My quick thoughts. He refused to check into the game. Got suspended for a game. This is a game where Rashad got hurt, and I'm wondering, why am I seeing Wallace and Nelson? Granted, Nelson playing over him a little bit more this year anyway. Well, why am I seeing Wallace and Nelson over, and where's Deontay Johnson? Supposedly he refused to enter the game whenever he was called upon to do so. My thoughts on it when I woke up, I'm like, huh? All right. My thoughts on it when I woke up, I'm like, huh? Like, you gonna let Lamar down? You gonna let the guys down? You gonna let the team down like that? Everybody's saying, well, it's his contract year. He wants to perform, da 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 da. I get it. But nah, you don't do no shit like that. I can't respect nothing like that. Not checking in the game for your team when you can also earn yourself more reps and earn yourself opportunity. Shit not handed out to you. Shit not given to you. Your name is you're Deontay Johnson, but that's not no name that whole extravagance, super extra da 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 da. Whatever that word is, I forgot how to say it. Super. Somebody say that super expedited. How that word?
That's not even the word you
Super
supposed to use.
califragilistic.
Your name not holding. Your name.
That's all you had to say, bro. The name don't hold weight. You trying to use big words and shit.
West's still up here. Yeah, that name. You're not no top 15 receiver in the game. Like, if we need you to go check in, you go check in, and you can earn yourself opportunity. You could have turned that little quarter or two that you was going to play to 5 catches, 60 yards.
Exactly.
You could have turned that into 4 catches, 50 yards. You could have converted a big 3rd and 9, a big 3rd and 8. So, I mean, you can't, in my opinion, you can't do nothing like that. Granted, everybody want to play. Everybody want to perform at the end of the day. Everybody want contract to provide for themselves and their family. But when called upon, no matter the circumstances or the situation, you got to go into the game. And then 2 or 5 passes to the Z Farm, Zay and Rashad both been better than you this year. So if they're on the field more often than not, and you're not, and even Nelson been a good solid for us this year as well, you're 1,000% better than Nelson Aguilar. I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave it at you. Got to check in when you're called upon, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Z-Farm, what's your true honest thoughts on the whole situation? Anybody else can pick up after Z-Farm.
So you guys can hear me. Correct. We're good.
Yeah,
okay. Perfect. So I talked about this yesterday in the space, Raven space yesterday. I'm not a fan of it, and obviously I'm not a fan of it. But I did talk about it on Monday. There's a thing called the John Harbaugh doghouse. I was called crazy. What is that? Harbaugh likes to keep these guys that don't either listen or do some crazy shit. He'll keep them off. He'll bench them, pretty much. That's what he did with Deontay Johnson. There was a report that came out yesterday. I don't know if you saw this, Ev. You probably did. I don't know. I just came up here. I just put the headset back on. But there was a report that came out yesterday. I think it was after the Chargers win or it was after the Denver win. He just snapped in the locker room, apparently. 10, 15 minutes. He was, cussing, swearing people, like all this bullshit. And then Lamar goes up to him and he like kind of just shrugs off Lamar in the locker room. What are you doing that for? Wait, what do you? And this is the problem I have with it. You've been basically outplayed since you've gotten here. You've had 4.5 weeks to learn the playbook. I get it. Listen, you had a short week when we got you, and then we gave you another short week because it was that Thursday game. So you had 10 days to learn that playbook after. You had 5 snaps. The one snap that we gave you, you fucked up. The one catch we gave you, you fucked up. You got outperformed by Tylan Wallace, by Nelson Aguilar, by, like you said, Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, obviously. You got outperformed. You lost your spot, and you lost your job. It's that simple. But then you go in the locker room 2 weeks before you do the crap you did on Sunday, and you pull that. You want to shrug off your quarterback that gave you an opportunity that was just telling you, hey, just go out of bounds. Chill out. You want to shrug him off, push him? That's unacceptable. That's completely unacceptable. But I'll tell you this. I don't want to release him. Bench him for the rest of the year. Fuck him. You want to sit on the bench? Sit on the bench for the rest of the year. We're not going to cut you. We're not going to give you what you want. To go to Kansas City, go to Texas. No. That's not going to happen. That's just unacceptable. You have to learn from those things. That's just it's ridiculous that you get traded from the Carolina Panthers, who was arguably and still is one of the worst teams in football, to a team that is a Super Bowl contender year in, year out off Lamar Jackson. And now you're mad because you're not getting reps? You're mad because you got your job taken? No. That's unacceptable. No. I don't blame the organization for they should have suspended him for longer. A game? No, he should no. I disagree with it. It's very stupid what he did. It's stupid behavior. A player doesn't do that. You don't do that.
I knew something was up. Remember, I said it on, I think it was Monday when Harbaugh had that quote after the game. He was like,
"Oh yeah,
what are your feelings?" He was like, we got to take a look at it. Blah blah blah. I was like, yeah. I knew something was up. I guess we found out now. I don't know if he'll be there that much longer.
We're not going to cut him 1,000%. I think it's something also with a comp pick as well that we can get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can use a comp. I think if if he signs any contract next year, whether it's a vet minimum or we get like a 7th round pick for him. So because he does have I think he does have a Pro Bowl under his belt. So he would be.
There's no way he get cut. And we wouldn't have suspended him. We would have just cut him right then and there, to be honest with you. You just don't do that. And then ultimately, how do you do that? And then he was standing up and watching the game. He wasn't like he was just sitting down and slouched out like this, whatever, not watching. He was on the sideline with a big black jacket on, watching the game, trying to be warm. So you're watching your team need your services, and you go, "Oh, nah, I'm good." It is what it is, bro. Open mic to anybody else want to explain their thoughts on it. True thoughts, y'all. Be honest.
Why? So you think that's why they wouldn't cut him? For some of the y'all just said.
Yeah, 1,000%. But I think it's hard to regain trust though. Like Lamar can't look at him. Lamar can't look at him the same. 1,000%, he can't look at him the same. Lamar can't look at him the same. Other wide receivers on the team, I wouldn't look at him the same. Granted, can we be a team? Can they put their pride aside and put it beside them or behind them and say, "Look, at the end of the day, we got one goal, and we're gonna need your service, so we can use your services. Let's lock in. Fuck what you did against so and so. Let's lock in." Probably so. That's probably likely. He'll probably see the field again this year, but that's you don't do nothing like that.
But listen, who's to say he doesn't, get into a game and he sells on purpose? He drops a ball on accident. Who says he doesn't want to do that? So I listen. I'll say this.
Tweeting that yesterday.
I wouldn't be surprised. If you're going to shove Lamar Jackson in the locker room, who's to say you're not going to try to sell him? So listen, join Marcus Williams in the press box. Hold on. Join Marcus Williams in the press box. Go get your suit and tie. Come to the game and sit in the fucking press box. Do what Marcus Williams doing. Because guess what? That shit ain't gonna work here. This ain't this is a Christian organization. That's what John Harbaugh. He leads with pride. He's a leader of men.
So to Jordan, Jordan wasn't even on that type timer, but to Ev and Z Farm and all the Ravens fans, definitely understand your gripe. It's legitimate. He's bugging out. We also don't need to overblow it. It's really a non-story to me. Did some dumb shit, got penalized for it. Obviously, players get frustrated. You got to be able, as a man, but also as a teammate, be able to, control your emotions when they're getting the best of you. He failed in that instance. People fail in life, though. He'll have another opportunity to redeem himself. He's not going to drop passes on purpose. The nigga still has a family to feed and still needs opportunities in the league. So I think a part of his frustration has come from the fact that he probably feels he hasn't gotten the opportunity he would like to receive on this team, although he has not earned that given what he hasn't been able to do when he has gotten an opportunity. But he still may feel like, hey, my snap count is way too low. When I'm on the field, I'm not being looked at. Boom, boom, boom. I want an opportunity to impact the game in a positive way, to show why you got me. I'm not getting that opportunity. Show me some love, and didn't redirect that energy in a positive manner, in a positive light. He'll figure it out, or he won't, but we'll move on. And I
I
say we
wonder
as
if it.
fans like of the NFL.
I
And
wonder. I wonder if it. To your point, I wonder if it has anything. I wonder where he was told his role would be coming there. I wonder if there's a disconnect somewhere there.
I have to find this because there was a tweet from Zebrick. He did say Harbaugh. They always quote him in the press conferences. He said he's going to be Zay's backup pretty much. I have to find this because I
okay.
gotta
I
find
said
this.
that when y'all traded for him, I said he's about to come take Rashad's spot and be the number 2. And granted, it has not happened, right? And I'll say he hasn't deserved that based off of what I've seen, and I think everyone else. But yeah, I'm pretty, to Jordan's point, to what Z Farm just said, I'm pretty sure this is a communication break. And again, you still got to be above doing dumb stuff. And he's done a bunch of dumb things. You don't refuse to go in the game. You don't he's being a diva, and he hasn't earned the right to do that. You're not that talented. You're not what OBJ was in his prime. Hell, your last stop prior to Carolina, one of your biggest issues was no matter how much you could get open, you can never finish catches. So in Pittsburgh, you soured on the organization, on the fan base, on the team, etc., because you weren't doing your job well enough. Now in Carolina, when you got opportunities, he's had some massive games this year. I would say his best game from this season has been better than Zay's and or Rashad's. But that doesn't mean anything to the Ravens. What are you doing for us? How are you getting ingratiated with this team? What are you doing to show us that you can step up when it's your time? And he'll learn from it.
The thing for me is it feels like there was a lot of him wanting to come, and I'm not saying it just because I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm saying it just because of what I'm seeing. Is that there's a lot of him wanting to come here. His agents came to us to try and negotiate the trade out of the Steelers. The Steelers said, "No, we're not trading him to the AFC." Obviously, moved to Carolina, and there's a lot of smoke around the deadline about us maybe going to get him and stuff. I mean it feels like it's a combination of some of the immaturity in which we've heard, with the Steelers, and then also a little bit with the Panthers. Some Panthers reporters talked about his, willingness or lack thereof of practicing on a consistent basis. Obviously, we know he's still a talented wide receiver when he gets out there to get open, but he has had those issues that Wes pointed out. To me, he is he's struggling, and he wanted to get more opportunities to try and prove himself on a contending team. And maybe that frustration because it's a contract year and he's trying to get a bag at the end of this, led him to making a poor decision. As far as the suspension, I understand why it was is what it is. I don't think you could probably make it any longer, just from the standpoint of that whatever you can negotiate as far as CBA and things of that nature too. So but if they can get him back and play him well, then maybe you can get his mind right and he could be a contributor. If not, then I kind of agree with Evan Z Farm. You shouldn't cut him because then he could be an asset to a team you're competing against. So it's tough break from that situation. But I'll say this: I mean, his value is about as low as it can get at this current moment in time, and he hasn't helped up where he's going to be looking at as far as trying to get a contract at the end of the year for sure.
And that's the problem. Or not really the problem, but that's where I'm confused at with it. Why are you doing all this stuff that will obviously get out to the media, shoving Lamar Jackson, not checking into the game? Why are you doing this stuff in a contract year? You've already had, this is your third chance. This is your third team. Why are you doing this? Like that's what I don't get. Like I would get it. Okay, you've had a decent year. You have a guaranteed contract somewhere. I don't think he has a guaranteed contract somewhere, especially with all these rookie wide receivers coming in. We see it year in, year out with these rookie wide receivers come in, and they're better. So I don't know why he's doing that. Why are you doing a lot of this? This is very questionable what you're doing. Organizations are going to look at this and be like, "No, we're good. We don't want this in our locker room. We'll take somebody else. We'll take the third round pick from Ole Miss or an LSU guy. We'll take him instead." That's what I don't get. If you were locked in, you're signed, okay, maybe. But he's a free agent in 2 months. So I just don't get it.
Yep. I mean, well said. Listen, I'm not mad at nothing that nobody said. I think this was a great conversation. As y'all can see when I'm great conversation. Let me just leave it at that. Great conversation.
Hey man, excuse me. I gotta barge in. Hell of a slate tonight. Shout out to NBA. We get Nugs, Cavs, we get Thunder, Raptors, we get Kings, Grizzlies, we get Suns, Pels, we get Rockets, Warriors, and the Pels are getting healthy. Ingram is active.
No worry.
Steph.
No,
Damn,
that Rockets
damn,
Warriors
damn.
buns.
Damn.
Plus, they probably saw your tweet yesterday and decided to update the schedule.
Nah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
no
not
Steph,
that guy.
no Draymond. Good news, the Pelicans are getting more healthy, so that's good. They're gonna have pretty much everybody but Zion for the most part today.
Okay.
I think even Herb Jones is playing. I think Herb Jones is playing because we're not seeing that today. Let me fact
That's
check.
major help. Ingram is Ingram, but Herb to that team, man.
Yeah, I don't want to lie to y'all. Hold on. I think Herb Jones is playing. Herb Jones is playing. Yeah, Herb Jones is playing.
So trade DeJounte,
So I
CJ.
think, they're going to have everybody today but Zion. So good news for them. I don't think Daniel Theis is not playing, but that does, they already got their new center now. So, we're going to actually circle right back to NBA talks in a second. Everybody that came through today on the YouTube side of things, thank you. Don't forget the show is live every single day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. on YouTube. And this is not me trying to pass the mic to anybody or trying to chill or go lay down or whatever the case may be. I'm here. I'm active. I still got another hour and a half or two inside of me or in me. I'm sorry. We're going to rank the current top 10 NBA players so far and also look at some of the players that took leaps offensively this year and just overall as NBA players. Top 10 NBA players to date this season.
My guy, so I'm gonna let you slide, bro.
What'd you say, Brody?
So you my guy, so I'm gonna let you slide.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that was a little while. Most improved.
I decided to be mature for YouTube.
Yeah.
About time. Took y'all long enough. No funny. Took y'all long enough. Yes. No funny, bro. Listen, everybody that's in here.
Hopefully, it doesn't take you as long to stop saying things are inside of you.
All right, cool. So that's not a kick, West. I was removing everybody from the stage. I'll let you get your last little bull crap off. Everybody, thank you so much. I love every single one of y'all. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to become members as well. If you're not a member on the YouTube side of things, it takes you 1 second to become a member. There's literally a link in the description that takes you right to the memberships on your phone. So you can become a member on your phone. You don't got to be on the desktop now. 3 different levels you can join as. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. More importantly now, join the Playback room. I'm still hosting. I'm good. I'm feeling good. Playback.tv/Facts and Stats. We're going to talk about the top 10 players in NBA up until December 5th, and then who have been the most improved players so far this season. Playback.tv/Facts and Stats. Playback.tv/Facts and Stats. Thank y'all for all the support. It means the world to me, truly. The Playback room is now live, and I'll see y'all over there.